Okay, so you can hear the music. I hope you can hear me. Let me just know, because I know last time I had an issue with stream picking up my mic. So yeah, just let me know before I get into game so that I can still like... Okay, so you can hear me. The music isn't too loud. I'm not too loud. Okay. Hi, Hin. Hi, everyone. Okay, so it looks like everything's okay. Yay. But hi, Rachel. Hi, Hin. Hi, Noelle. And Ariels. Ariels? Probably Ariels. Okay, so I'm good. Yeah. So, I mean, like, audio-wise. Yeah, sorry if I'm keep looking over there. I have my OBS open. And I keep looking at myself. But yes, how is everyone? How are you all doing on this fine... What is it? Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. This music, it's kind of like... It's very loud in my ears. So let me just see if I can turn it down by like 1. Okay, so let me know if you can still hear me and the music. And yeah, then we'll get on into actually playing the game. So yeah, we're in... Yeah, the Sims 2 music is the best, definitely. It's one of the only things that I know you can play on stream and it's copyright free. Like, I know for a fact you're good to play it, so like I always play it. Updating your mods. Yeah, I updated my, like, I haven't updated any of my gameplay mods yet. I've only updated my like building and necessary mods. But yeah, it's completely copyright free. So it's like, it's so great because I think a lot of the Sims 3 and the Sims 4 music isn't copyright free because a lot of the music is like Simlish versions of real songs. So they're all copyrighted. Even I think the bold stuff. Okay, so so my Streamlabs bot does work. Well, that's good to know. It posts the messages a little bit weirdly. I'll have to tweak that. But yeah, good to know that that thing actually works. I spent forever yesterday trying to set up Streamlabs for YouTube, because I had it set up for like Twitch way back in the day, and the last time I streamed I tried setting it up and it didn't want to work. So yeah, apparently it works now. That's good to know. I wonder if any of my commands work. Hey King. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of curious to see if any of my commands work. So let me just see if this actually works. And it does not. Fantastic. Whatever. I'll worry about that tomorrow. But yeah. Oh, okay, so it does. Okay, it does work. There's just a little bit of a delay. Oh my word. Okay, yeah, it works. I have no idea what I did differently this time compared to last time. But yeah, apparently it works. So yeah, I don't know if we're going to, like, I don't know if I want to build in the stream or if I want to do some like actual gameplay. Because I haven't done any gameplay. I actually physically have not touched gameplay like at all. Oh, thank you, Rachel. I'm really excited. I'm just like incredibly nervous. Like incredibly. But yeah, so like, yeah, no worries, cat lover. enjoy, I don't want to say enjoy cleaning because yeah, but yeah, hope cleaning goes well. Gameplay, what's that, Hushi? Yeah, I mean, I play tested the build that went up yesterday. So I did play in that for about like one sim day just to see if everything worked. But that is the only gameplay I've done. You're doing great. Just be your wow. Be your one. Okay, I can't read apparently. So, but thank you, Rachel. Okay, so I did go ahead and before stream, I set up a little bit of a household. Now, this might be a little bit much. This might be a little bit much for me to like attempt on my first proper stream in years. So I don't really know if I have the guts to do this right now because it's a lot. So yeah, we have the 7 toddler challenge. Infants, not toddlers. The 7 infants. Oh my word, I named the toddlers. It's supposed to say infants. Apparently, I also can't spell. But yeah, it was supposed to say toddlers. I mean... Okay, let's do that again. It was supposed to say infants. Either way, rip. Yeah, bring on the chaos. I hope the gameplay goes well. I'm yet to update my game until I know my laptop won't explode. We don't speak words yet? Yeah. Yeah, so there are 7 infants. I made them, placed them down, and then just had, I have Kaylin Langerak that I created, for my save. I just plopped her into a household. And yeah, she's taking care of all of them, but just getting her to carry them all inside, because they all spawned outside on the pavement. So just getting her to carry them all inside and put them in a crib took her like, I think 5 sim hours. So, and it was a nightmare, by the way. So, yeah. You put her in your save too, you love her. Yeah, I absolutely love Kaylin. These aren't the traits that I gave her originally. I think originally she might have been... What? What did I make her? I wonder which one is Johnny's and which one is Daniel's. They're actually, luckily, neither. So, yeah. Originally she was neat, romantic, and athletic. But I gave her the family-oriented and cheerful traits just because I figured, it might be a little bit useful. But yeah, so none of them are actually related to her. I literally just went in and I actually took some of my save file sims that I have in my gallery and I aged them down. You mean Don? I don't know why I thought Johnny. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, in The Sims 4, I can totally see her being with Johnny. Like, it makes sense. But so yeah, I actually took some of my save sims and like just aged them down into infants. So the only 2 I have them all set as siblings because I wanted to set up family dynamics between all of the infants. But none of them are related to her. But these 2 are actually twins. Adeline and Loic, they're actually twins. They're werewolves as well. So we have a little bit of a mix of occults and regular sims. So we have 2 werewolves. We have a vampire. We have an alien. And then we have 3 regular sims. So, yeah. And also I color coded them. I think it was Hen that suggested this on Twitter, I think. But yeah, I actually went through and I color coded them. So they're the colors of the rainbow, because that's just a lot easier. Let's load into their household. Even if we don't end up playing with them, I just want to show you guys. I actually just moved into the starter home that little Simsy built, because it's big and I didn't want to do too much in the way of renovating. Sorry, I could have sworn I heard something beep. But yeah, so we do have our 7 toddlers. Thank the Lord, they're all actually asleep at the moment. If you don't fancy playing, maybe you could try building a starter home. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that. I was actually thinking about maybe doing a little bit of building, just because it is what I'm most comfortable with. But yeah, so I just took this build that Kayla made. I deleted everything upstairs because I didn't want Kaylin to come up here autonomously to do something, because it would drive me mad. So we just have the downstairs. I just plopped down a bunch of like I keep saying toddler, but like infant toys and stuff. I gave her a fancy bed because yeah, she needs it, and like a fancier bathroom. I think I made that a little bit bigger. And then this bedroom was like half the size, and I just made it one big long room. Why are you out? Oh, sorry. Let me just put the... I don't know why he's outside of the crib. But yeah, so we have our little like rainbow of infants, because it's easier. So yeah, we have Briar, who's our purple infant. We have Autumn, she's our pink infant. Aurelia, who's the vampire. Briar is the vampire. Aurelia is... Who's screaming? Oh, be quiet. Aurelia is the alien. Adeline is a werewolf, she's yellow. Loic over here is also a werewolf. Blue, we have Lucius, who's a regular sim, he's red. And then Darian is green. Yeah, I mean, I literally just heard them for 2 seconds. Why? Oh, good lord, Streamlabs. What the actual... Let me go and turn that off, because that is really irritating. And it is not supposed to be that annoying. You love all of their names? Oh, thanks. Yeah, they're all save file sims. So they're all sims from my save. Let me just see why the actual heck... Yeah, no, turn that off, please. Thank you. So yeah, they're all save file sims. Aurelia in my save is actually Briar's stepmom. So that's a whole thing. And then these two are twins, and it's just the whole thing. But yeah, so yeah, I gave them traits and everything. Just from like moving them into their bassinets or cribs, I actually discovered some of their like quirks already. Now, I didn't go ahead and like cheat any of these things. They're just their quirks, I guess. So Aurelia is a sunny infant, and she has the gassy quirk. This infant has tummy issues. Infants with this quirk will be gassier and fussier. So, yay. Yikes. I just need to announce that my husband is on his way home with KFC. That is actually a very nice thing to hear, because I haven't had KFC in... I think it's been months, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I think it's been months. So that sounds really nice. Gassy, yeah. A couple of them are actually gassy. And like I said, I didn't cheat any of their quirks. So this is just what the game spawned for them. So yeah, Lucius is intense, which I did give them their traits. And I tried to give like... I used all 6 of the infant traits, but one of them is like doubled because there's 7 of them. But yeah, so Lucius is intense. So he has big emotions and are easily entertained, but they're also more difficult to calm. I will not be offended at you, Jing Chicken. Yeah, sorry about that, hen. Oh my word. Yeah, no, that's a little bit awkward. Well, yeah, so we have an intense toddler who also hates being held. So that's nice. Yikes. Then Darian, I don't know why. Oh, it's because he's a save file sim, so he has a bunch of random like extra traits that I cheated to give him when he was an adult. So I'm just gonna yeet all of these because they are not supposed to be here. Yikes. So yeah, he's just calm. I don't know any of his quirks yet. And then we have Autumn, who's sensitive. So that's fun. These Sims are prone to diaper rash, are often picky with food, and can more easily become overstimulated by too much play and social interactions. However, they also rest more peacefully through the night when soothed. Nightmare. And then Briar is cautious, so they appreciate the familiar but are slow to warm up to new experiences. And then Loic, again, why did I not check to see if they have all of these random, like, save file stuff? Go away. He's wiggly, so basically that's like hyper. So they love to move around, they struggle to sleep or pay attention, you know, stuff like that. And then lastly, we have Adeline, who, again, random traits. But she is sunny and she's also gassy. So, yeah, we have two gassy infants. But, yeah, so, again, I set all of this up thinking that we might do some gameplay, but truthfully, I think this will be too much for me to deal with because yikes. So honestly, I think we're just going to, I don't know, maybe like, I think we're gonna build, Yeah, I think we're gonna build. Now, I have no idea what we're going to build, so that's great. I could probably go and look at some, like, reference pictures or something. But, Rachel, you suggested a starter home. I think that's a good idea. I haven't built a starter home with this pack yet, and I also haven't built in... I've only built in Hopewell Hills because I've only done one build with the pack. So let me see, what's the cheapest lot? Okay, this actually has a house on it. But 2,000... It has a bloody tree on it. Maybe something, maybe a build that, maybe build something that uses the new windows. Yeah, I mean... I used the more traditional, like, craftsman ones in the build that I did yesterday. But I haven't had a chance to use any of the modern ones yet. Because I think they're very expensive, aren't they? I think they're expensive. Let me just... Sorry, Dizzy Diak. I know this was your build. It's a very pretty build. Okay, so this is the cheapest lot. Okay, yeah, so it's 1,900. Yeah, so I think we're gonna build on this lot. Because, yeah, the other one had... Yeah, so we're gonna build on this lot, I think. If... One thing I have noticed, though, is... I'm gonna turn my sound down because... Not my favorite. So, yeah, one thing I have noticed, though, with a lot of the lots in the world, or the ones that I've played, like, checked out, I've had a look at the one that I built on, which is the Luna Sullivan house. Obviously, that starter that Kayla did. BRB, your chicken is here? No worries. Enjoy. But yeah, so I've noticed that a lot of the lots, the lighting on them is all kinds of weird. Hi, Kelly. Welcome in. How are you? But yeah, so I'm gonna go and get a sim and plop them onto the lot so that we can play test. But yeah, I don't want to take her, so let me just... Not Johnny. Oh my word, Kyle is offended. I'm good, Kelly. I'm just very nervous about this stream. But otherwise, I'm good. Let's take... Who do I want to move in here? Are we going for a starter home or what? What do you guys think? Starter home or just a regular build? No need to be nervous. Yeah. I think the whole thing is the fact that I know I'm on camera, like you guys can see me. If I didn't have my face cam on, I don't think I would be as nervous. But yeah, so do you guys think we should go for a starter home or just do whatever? Because if I want to do a starter, then I need to separate a sim from a house. Starter home. Oh, thanks guys. Yeah, okay, so starter home. So let's take Dustin. It is Dustin, right? Yeah, Dustin. Yeah, 20k. Let's start. Okay, so you're going there. Start home, yeah. So the build, if you guys have watched the build from yesterday and listened to the whole like rambly voiceover, you'll have heard that that build was actually supposed to be a starter home. Which is kind of funny because it ended up being over 100,000 simoleons, which definitely not a starter. But yeah, like it was supposed to be a starter home, and then it just didn't end up being one. Why? Oh my word, Streamlabs. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in and fix those like timed messages because it's posting them all out of order. Like, why? Why? Just ignore that. But yeah, so starter home. I'm gonna see if I can record this. So yeah, just don't ignore the little like frame rate counter in the top. Actually surprised that only one single house. Which one was a starter again? I think it was the house that was on this lot. Was like a one sim starter, right? Yeah, it was 18k. So yeah, the other starter home, yeah, the lot that I'm on. Yeah, so I know the one that Kayla did was supposed to be more expensive because it's supposed to be for a like family that, you know, a new family that you just created, but a bigger family, so like you have a bigger budget for it. But yeah, so we have like one starter home, one family starter home, and then 3 empty lots. Which yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they don't usually do that. They don't usually put in like starters with a bigger budget, so like for like 2 or 3 or 4 sims, because I don't think a lot of the times people start off with, you know, bigger families. So like if you want a starter home, you're going to start off with 1 sim. But I guess for this pack, just because it's a family pack, they probably figured that, you know, people are going to go into create a sim and then create a family that they want to start with. But yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can record this. It might not make it into a video, but we'll see. So I do need to have my frame rate counter up there in the corner just so that I remember that I'm recording, and so that I can be sure that I like actually start and stop the recording as necessary. But before we do that, I think I'm going to have to look at a couple of reference pictures, because I can't just go in and wing it, because it's, what are we looking for? So like small craftsman, yeah, go for smaller craftsmanish type stuff. Or do we want to go like more ranch style? That's an idea, because I think the new windows that we got, but how expensive are those windows though? Like the new pack windows I think are pretty expensive. Why is my mouse being so funky? Okay, so they're like 190. Ooh, okay, yeah. So we're not going ranch style. I have just decided, because we're not going ranch style. It's too expensive. Yeah, ranch. Those windows will definitely work for ranch style homes. But I think if we're doing it as a starter, it's a little bit more difficult, because each of those windows are like 190 simoleons. Whereas the other ones from the pack are all like under 100. Even the big one. So I think going for a more like craftsman style might be easier for a starter. And then I can do like a ranch style home for, like, I almost said stream, for the channel at some point. Because I don't think I've built many like ranch style homes. But yeah, let me see if I can. I think this one is going to be too big. It looks too big. Okay, yeah, no, it's freaking huge. So let's not do that. Hi, green-eyed. I think, yeah, I'm just going to call you Green. I think that's easier. But hi, Green. How are you doing? But yeah, I'm looking at reference pictures. How do I like the pack so far? Green is perfect. Okay. So the pack is, I have some mixed feelings. I think I have some mixed feelings because it's, I don't know, am I going to start ranting about it right now? But hi, Kerry. Yeah, you've come in at an interesting time. I'm about to start ranting about the pack. So, first off, I'm gonna really quickly, I'm gonna change the stream title really quickly. Yeah, the pack. Oh, so like the gameplay. Let me change the stream title really quickly. Sims 4 growing. Yeah, apparently I can't type and speak at the same time. Okay, so yeah, let's hear it. Okay. So, first off, I am going to sound like a broken record because the world. The world. Like, I don't know why they decided to do it the way that they did. I sincerely just don't. So, oh yeah, and by the way, this is the house that we're building. What am I doing? Oh my soul. Open the freaking image. Thank you. So yeah, this is the house that I was thinking of building. I'm probably not going to leave it on screen or anything like that. This is kind of just what I'm looking at myself. So yeah, I was thinking we can do something like this. I probably won't do like the whole green color scheme because honestly, there is a green like siding, greenish siding in the pack. I don't like it all that much. I tried using it on yesterday's build and it's a little bit too muted for me, I think, as far as like the siding goes. It's really cute like that. Okay, awesome. So yeah, that's what we're gonna go with. And if I can just pull up the freaking thing, hold on. I'm so not used to managing a bunch of different tabs, as you can probably tell. As you can probably tell. Oh, you love that build? Available houses to move into. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about that a little bit with, you know, them giving us like, they're giving us like 2 starters. One of them is a normal starter for like one sim. The starter that was actually on this lot originally, and then they gave us a family starter. And then the other, my only issue with that is we have 3 empty lots. So if they could have just given us like 3 more starter homes, like if they were worried about performance or whatever, those builds, those empty lots don't need to have big builds on them. That's totally fine. I don't expect that for every world. I don't expect every world to have like 12 huge ass builds on them with, you know, all of that stuff. I don't. That is completely unrealistic for, you know, to expect that when you know that they do have to think about, you know, performance. So if they had just plopped down like starter homes on all 3 of those lots, and if they couldn't get the game changers or another game changer or whatever to build 3 more lots, they could have just gone in and built those 3 lots themselves. I wouldn't have minded a kind of bad EA build for those lots, but the fact that they're just empty kind of irks me. And also, 1 second, but I think there's something on my glasses. But yeah, so like the fact that those 3 lots are just completely empty is a pain. And then also, honestly, would have worked. Yeah, so like I also like, I know some people are really annoyed. Why does it feel like my mouse is moving so fast? Like, it's not supposed to be moving. Okay, that's better. But yeah, so like, I honestly, I don't expect another expansion pack world as big as like Windenburg is. I think that world was a kind of like an exception. Like, as far as world sizes go, that was probably an exception. And, you know, the other worlds that we've gotten are more of the norm, I guess. Do I have eco footprint on? Hold on. It's not supposed to be on. But, so yeah, I don't expect huge builds like huge worlds like that. So, part of me is fine with the 12 lot world. I can deal with that. Like, I can deal with that. I would have liked to have had maybe 1 extra lot in each neighborhood, just to make it feel a little bit more lively and a little bit more practical, so that you could easily have, you know, it's epic, absolutely my favorite. Yeah, shipped with the base game, but I kept back. Oh, I have never heard that before. So yeah, I've never heard that. But that is very interesting if that's true. Yeah, he wouldn't have minded if there were more families. Exactly. Kind of going back to what I was saying with, like, you know, the 3 empty lots. Like, why? They could have easily made those 3 lots starters and then put families on the 2 starter lots that they did include. Or, you know, even just put more families in the bin. Like, I know in past packs they've put families, like, in the game bin. So they're not in the world. They're just, like, in the bin. But, yeah, so, like, part of me can deal with the fact that there's only 4 lots. I would have liked maybe an extra lot in each neighborhood. Just so that you could easily have, you know, a mix of buildings. Because currently, there is only 2 community lots in this entire world. There's a library and there's a rec center. And that's it. So, and then there's a rental for whatever weird ass reason. I don't know why they keep putting rental lots in worlds these days, because I know Copperdale had one as well, which, again, why? Like, why? Why? I mean, I know Tartosa had some. I have to run it. I'll catch the VOD though. No worries, Ariel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I believe the early development screenshots of The Sims 4 showed a world identical to Windenburg. Oh! Well, that is interesting. But, yeah, so, yeah, having more families. Just, if they just put another family on this rental lot, like having not a rental. Because why? If you want to go with the gameplay of having your Sims vacation here, you can put a rental lot down on one of the empty lots very easily. It's a family gameplay pack. Yeah, exactly. It's not like, you know, putting a rental in freaking San Myshuno, because that does make sense. But, like, why? So, yeah. I would have wanted, like I said, maybe five lots in each neighborhood. I can live with only having 4 lots. But it makes, you know, having more community lots annoying, because now you have to choose between, you know, turning these 3 empty lots into a community lot or more family builds, like family homes, which very irritating. But the main thing that really irritates me, and I know I've heard a bunch of other Simmers say this as well, is the fact that if you compare it to the base game builds, or not the builds, the worlds, if you compare it to Willow Creek, for example. Now, Willow Creek obviously is a bigger world. It has, what, like 10, 15, 19, 20, 21? Yeah, 21 lots. So already a lot bigger. But they mentioned that with the base game and other packs, they were still learning what, you know, works performance-wise. So, yeah. But if you compare it to, like, this 4-lot neighborhood, like, in the base game, that neighborhood itself, that, you know, if you're playing in it, it's a very small area before, you know, you have to travel to another lot. But with these ones, you have these absolutely gigantic open neighborhoods, which are absolutely stunning. Don't get me wrong, they're gorgeous. I'm obsessed with some of these shell buildings because, again, they're actually pretty. Like, the shells look so good. I can totally see myself maybe, like, recreating a couple of them as real builds. But there's just so many of them. This neighborhood, as you can see, like, it's absolutely gigantic. Like, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. And then you have only 4 lots in this absolutely massive open area. And because there's only 4 lots, and because it's so big, so the Sims that do spawn in this area, they're all very spread out, so it feels dead. It literally feels like there's nothing going on. And that is what irritates me. The fact that, you know, the game only spawns 20 sims per lot. So if you're loaded into, let's say, the rec center, for example, there's only going to spawn 20 sims. There's never going to spawn any more sims unless you use a mod to up the, like, amount. So there's only going to be 20 sims spread out throughout the rec center, throughout the world surrounding it as well. Because that's just how the game works. And when you have a neighborhood this big, they're just so spread out, you never, it feels dead, basically. It feels dead. And then also, you have all of these shells that look like they're supposed to do something, and they don't. They don't do anything. Like, they're useless. They're physically just useless. Why? Why? Just why? But hi Luke, just got back from shopping and you have snacks. Oh cool, what do you have? What snacks do you have? I actually was surprised over the rental. Yeah. There were so very many missed opportunities. It just feels lazy. Classes at the community center, the restaurant functional for those of us with dine out, etc. I didn't mind the worlds having less lots in them. What I do wish the Sims team would do is give us more rabbit holes. Exactly. That make to make up for the lack of actual lots. I'm kind of shocked that they didn't add careers. Yeah, the worlds, they do feel less busy. They feel less busy because everyone is so spread out. I agree, they did the same with one of the Evergreen Harbor neighborhood. Yeah, big area of, yeah. Rissoles, prawn chips, cream, caramels, and yogi sip. Ooh, that sounds nice. Hi, Harry! You guys, if you haven't checked out Harry, she used to go by Hey Harry. But she actually is, I think, Harry, you were one of the builders for... What pack came before this one? I'm such a bad simmer. You were a builder for one of the packs that came before this one. Correct? I think it was it Cottage Living? I think it was Cottage Living, maybe. Oh yeah, My Wedding Stories and Cottage Living. Okay, yeah. But yeah, guys, Harry is an absolutely incredible builder. Like, incredible. Like, I think you were actually one of the first people on YouTube that I started watching way back in the day. And she also makes some incredible custom content, like build by custom content. Again, some of my favorite build by CC like ever. And yeah, it's like favorites. So if you guys haven't checked out Harry yet, definitely go and do it because incredible. But yeah, so yeah, we were basically just ranting a little bit about the world. Which, yeah, like, yeah, ranting. But it's basically just ranting. Because I decided that I wasn't going to do a, like, overview video for anything for this pack. Like, I didn't do a build by overview or create a sim or a world overview or anything like that. So, now I'm basically just ranting in the stream. Yeah, the world, definitely. I mean, especially for a gameplay pack. Especially for a pack that's supposed to be focused on gameplay. Like, there's so many things that it really feels like such a missed opportunity. I mean, having, like someone mentioned earlier, like having classes. Even if they didn't, like, even if they couldn't add, like, a full-on, like, classes feature to the rec center. Obviously, I don't know how complicated that would have been. But yeah, exactly. All the water, no water sports. Yeah, I mean, like, I think your Sims can swim in this, like, yeah, they can swim in this little lake thing. So, having, like, water sports or having, you know, the ability to jet ski. Oh, you can. Oh, my word. You can jet ski on the lake. That's a new one. But like having this shell building actually serve a purpose, even if it's just like a rabbit hole thing, Or if you could click on it and have your Sims like buy jet skis or stuff like that, like just add like work as almost like a stall type thing would have been so cool. And like even if they couldn't add like functional like active classes to the rec center, they could have turned like this thing, for example, they could have like made it so that you can like click on this and maybe take a gardening class, or click on the restaurant that's in, yeah, there's like, I think, yeah, there's one of the shell buildings in, I think, Hopewell Hills. Yeah, that one. That's right by the marina. That's basically a restaurant. And they could have made it so that you could click on that and like go and eat with your Sims. Even if you don't have Dine Out, because it's not something that you can play with. It's just a rabbit hole. Or like take cooking classes there. Or, you know, click on the theater and take music classes. Or, you know, just stuff like that. Just rabbit holes. Like, I don't expect them to give us like full buildings and all of these features and stuff in one pack, but just give us the ability to like to go to a rabbit hole. Like, that would have just made all of this stuff, like all of this set dressing, a little bit more worth it. I think that was misleading. The blog post even mentioned having classes at the rec center, but English Simmers said there's no classes feature at all. It could have been like a boathouse type shell where you can buy fishing equipment. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. But yeah, so like, I think what they mean with the classes thing with the rec center is that I think, yeah, Sims will like spawn and use different areas on different days of the week. So they'll like, in the programming, they're programmed to kind of congregate and use specific items on different days of the week, or like focus on different items on different days. So I think that's what they meant with like classes. But again, yeah, that it's kind of like, don't put it that way if it's not what it actually is. I feel like the Sims team is scared to give us rabbit holes after how much people complained about them in Sims 3. Yeah, I mean, I get that, but The Sims 3 was like all rabbit holes. Like, everything was a rabbit hole. Like, literally everything was a rabbit hole. And I feel like in The Sims 4, we have enough lot types and enough different kinds of lots for your Sims to actually go to and visit, that putting a few more rabbit holes just in the worlds, I don't think people would complain too much about that. While I do appreciate spaces for good photo ops, I much prefer a more interactive world. Yeah. Yeah, it's not exciting. Do a San Fran city? Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be like the city outskirts. And then I think the wharf area is supposed to be more like city-like. But I mean, even this space doesn't scream city to me. And we only have one city world. We only have San Myshuno. And why not give us another city world? Why give us basically another suburban world, another Willow Creek? Like, we have so many of them. That she would have been a perfect cross-back feature for island living. Yeah, exactly. Everyone heard San Fran and thought, oh, yeah, exactly. Like, that was my first thought too when I heard San Francisco. I thought of those, like, row houses type things. And honestly, when I heard San Francisco, I also thought city, apartments. But no. Which is such a disappointment. But yeah, so this is supposed to be a more city-like space. And yeah, I mean, in the distance, kind of. Like, kind of. But like, it doesn't feel like a city. It's new city world with the fear that there will be people in the community angry. Yeah, but that's the thing. Is City Living came out so long ago. I think it came out in 2015 or 2016. So it's been ages. And like, I feel like they already gave us apartments in Evergreen Harbor as well. And I mean, like, what? People don't expect them to just give us one thing in one pack and then never do it again. I mean, some people probably do, but like, I'm gonna say like, reasonable people probably don't expect that. And I mean, they could have even kept some of the city living, like, gameplay tied to city living. Like they did with Evergreen Harbor, with, you know, those apartments don't have all of the, like, neighbor features that city living does, and, you know, all of, like, the locked lot traits. I mean, they could have done the same thing. They could have given us a pack with apartments and then have them be, like, different from the city living ones. And just, I don't know, it would have just made so much more sense. But yeah. So, yeah, that's my thought on the world. So yeah, we were actually supposed to start building this. Not this exactly, but like as close to that as possible. Was talking about this on stream and everyone agreed that we want a city world but with history. Yeah, no more American world. Yeah, no more American worlds. Or at least give us interesting American worlds. Like, a different kind of world from what we already have. Because if you take Strangerville, for example, even Americans don't want American worlds. Yeah, exactly. Because for some reason, when apparently American world literally just means suburbia. Just suburbia. Nothing else. Nothing. Just green suburbs. That's it. Why can't we have an African world for once? Exactly. There are so many amazing, like, places and cities in Africa, and even the Middle East would be incredible, that they could pick from. And just, nope. Willow Creek 2.0. Technically, Newcrest was Willow Creek 2.0. Technically. So this is like Willow Creek 3.0. Which, give me some character. Exactly. Like, I mean, if you take Strangerville is one of the worlds that I actually like the most in the game. Not because of the gameplay, because the gameplay is actually very irritating to me. But the world itself. The world itself is different from anything else that we have. I mean, yes, it's a deserty world, like Oasis Springs that we already have. But it's also completely different. It's based on a completely different area. The scenery is different. The history behind it is different. So give me another world like that. Give me another desert world, or another world with actual history and like a different kind of style, or just something that's not just suburbs. I think the Sims are scared to do other locations with fear of offending cultures. Yeah, I can understand that to a degree. But also, like, it's not like EA is a really tiny indie studio. They can afford to bring in people that are experts on the kind of culture that they're trying to implement into the game, or the architecture, or, you know, whatever else. So they can do it as accurately as possible. There will always be people that find fault with, you know, representation in the game, how it's being done, saying it shouldn't have been done, or that it's not done well enough. But they can at least put in an effort to do it, if that makes sense. Funny part, I actually don't want an African world. I'm so afraid of how Africa is usually depicted. I feel like The Sims would go that way. I feel like it would be a safari pack. Yeah, I see so many people saying an African world should be a safari pack, but that's not how it should be at all. Yeah. Brought in experts for Snowy Escape. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they brought in experts, and like I was saying, like, they are a huge company. They do have the resources for cultural consultants, and they have done it on many of the worlds that weren't American based. Exactly. I know they did it for Snowy Escape, and obviously there was something that made it into the trailer for the pack that was offensive, and you know, that people did have an issue with. But then they addressed it, they removed it, and it didn't ship with the pack itself. So it just shows that, you know, they can work with experts. Some things might slip through the cracks, and when the community points them out, they can change it. They can, you know, address it. So, like, yeah, I mean, they do have the resources to do that, basically. But yeah, for like Africa, as someone from an African country, I'm from South Africa, obviously, I can kind of see how being afraid that they would do a safari pack could be a thing, because yeah, I do think a lot of people, when they hear Africa, they do think just safaris, which it isn't. Like, yeah, I mean, why? Streamlabs? What the hell? Hey. Yeah, one more Korean. Yeah, more Korean culture rather than a Japanese one. So I understand how it slipped through. Yeah. But I mean, even with that slipping through, when they got the feedback, they addressed it, they fixed it. And it just shows that they don't try to miss these things or misrepresent stuff. So, like, I think that they could do it very well. There's also some complaints about certain things from Jungle Adventure. Really? I haven't seen those things. I might have just missed them because Jungle Adventure came out in like 2018. So I probably saw it and then just forgot about it, because that's just how my brain works. That's never been addressed. Huh. Wasn't it just that Jungle Adventure leaned like maybe too heavily into stereotypes? Or was it like an actual cultural thing? Because I know with Snowy Escape, obviously it was an actual cultural history-based problem, like thing, like issue. Certain moodlets. Oh. Yeah, so that's probably why I missed it, because I haven't done a lot of gameplay with Jungle Adventure, okay? I think I might have played and reached the final tomb like once since the pack came out. But yeah, so basically they can make more interesting worlds if they tried. And not, yeah, I don't want to say more interesting, but yeah, more interesting. But yeah, so like for Africa, for example, I wouldn't want to see like a safari pack, because that is so harmful. If people just think of like our continent as a place to go on holiday and safari, like, no. But there are actually so many African cities and other things that they could take on board and like implement. Like where I live, we have a booming like wine, like wineries and vineyards, and it's gorgeous. So doing something like that stays completely away from the whole idea of a Safari and a game reserve and stuff like that could be an excellent way to do it. But yeah. So yeah, I think I've been ranting about the world for like most of the stream. But that's what happens if you get me started on a topic and it's a topic that I have a lot of opinions about and that I feel like I feel something about it, then I'll just talk forever. If they did Naysnaplat or the Drakensberg. Exactly. That would be so pretty. Like, especially Naysna, like, it would be gorgeous. No worries, Kelly. You actually asked me about the pack as a whole, of like what I thought about it. And I just went off on a tangent about the world. Because it's the only thing that I've really, like, looked into. Obviously, I've bowled with the pack. And I have some very mixed feelings about the bold mode as well, because... No. Like, I don't mind the bold mode stuff. They're all really, really good. It's so hard to bold with. Especially if you're doing it pack restricted with just the base game like I was yesterday. It's so hard because nothing matches. Like, only a couple of the things actually match each other, and nothing matches the base game. They could even do a shopping pack and take inspiration from Santon. Yeah. I mean, yeah, not sure if they would do a shopping pack since we already have retail shops and get to work. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But maybe doing like not a shopping pack, but like something that takes inspiration from a place like that and then having a lot of rabbit hole shells for shopping. Just a crazy idea, but you know, could be very nice. But yeah, so like build mode stuff, it's hard. I haven't built with all of the other packs as well, so I'm kind of curious to see how we do today. And then Creatism, I have not looked at a single thing in Creatism. Like, I've looked at all of the infant stuff when I was setting up the infants for the 7 infants challenge, but that's it. I have not had a look at anything else Creatism wise, like, at all. So yeah, but so for today we were talking about doing this build, not exactly this, but taking inspiration from like the shape of it, like maybe like the entrance. I kind of like how the entrance is on this, and doing it as a starter home. So I'm gonna see if I can do that, but yeah, I'm gonna see if I can do it. I tried building a starter home the other day, or like yesterday. The build was supposed to be a starter home. It didn't end up as a starter home, clearly. Because another thing that I noticed was that a lot of the build items are expensive. Like, a lot of the items, like, I mean, these couches aren't too bad. But like the beds and stuff, they're kind of expensive. And especially if you're trying to use like the new fridge and stove and stuff, they're very expensive. Like, it's expensive. It's a lot. So I don't know how well starter home idea is gonna work out, but we'll see. I really miss from older game what I would, well, cannot read. What I really miss from older games is going to a store and buying engagement rings. Yes, I remember that. It was so cute to purchase video games from a shop and then putting it on the PC. Yeah, I love that feature from The Sims 2. Sorry, my throat. Yikes. My throat is killing me. I haven't talked this much in ever. But yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can record this like I said earlier. So that's why the little like frame rate thing is up there. Please just ignore it. You're back from your KFC escapade. Oh my word, Rachel. I hope it was good. you just missed a very lively debate, or rant. It's probably a better description. Yeah, I've been ranting about the world and the pack probably since just after you left. So it's been like an hour. Which, yeah, yikes. But yeah, what did you end up getting? But yeah, so if you missed it, you probably missed it, Rachel. But we're going to try and build this house. Not exactly, just taking inspiration from like the shape of it a little bit. And I'm going to try and do it as a starter home. So we'll see how that turns out. Boneless banquet. Ooh. We don't have that. I've never heard about that. I don't think it's a thing here. Oh my word. So yeah, start a home. Let me just I'm just gonna start recording and see what happens. I don't usually, I don't think I've ever really tried recording my stream as I do it. So, or yeah, I've never really tried recording a stream and turning it into a video. So I don't know if the editing for this is going to be a pain in the ass or not, but we'll see. So this is kind of, I feel like, what it looks like from the front. So we have the square bit, the little entrance bit, the big window bit at the front. And then we have a little porch that looks like it wraps around a little bit, maybe. We have the front is definitely out a little bit, and then it kind of just wraps around. I wonder how far back it goes. I'm just gonna do it like this because the roof on the one side looks a little bit it's not as big as the other one. So we'll do it like that. I kind of hate this one tile thing. So let me do that. Yeah, let me do that. And then honestly, I have no idea how we're going to lay out this thing. I mean, I'll probably put a bedroom there. That can be a bedroom. I don't really want a really long hallway as you walk in. But we might have to. No worries, Hen. I don't want to say enjoy your housework, but good luck with that. And thank you for lurking. I'm gonna do the dishes and decide if I want to cook dinner. No worries. Enjoy. Or, yeah, don't enjoy. I don't think you can enjoy the dishes, but good luck. Oh, you love housework? Okay. So that's good then. But yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by. But yeah, so I don't know how I want to do, because I don't want to make this too big. If it's too big, it'll just be a pain. So we could do that, and then I could just put I could make that the bathroom, and then have a small kitchen, dining, living. Or I could do, what am I doing? That, but that looks odd as hell. We could do that. And then entry, living, kitchen, nope. I like it the other way. I think I like it like this. I mean, it kind of sucks having the bathroom or having this big entryway as you walk in. Having this long hallway. Why does it feel like my nose is starting to run? Can you not? And I don't even have a tissue on me. Annoying. But yeah, so you have like this big big hallway as you walk in, which is not ideal. But there's not much I can do about it. So yeah, this is going to be such a tiny starter home. This is going to be so tiny compared to like the rest of the lot. I mean, I guess we could do like quite a bit of landscaping and, you know, stuff like that, but still. Oh, and then we have a little dormer up the top as well. But for that, I need to start. What am I doing? For that, I need to do the roofing first. So obviously this whole thing has a roof on it, so we're gonna do that. And then this, I think. But yeah, no, this is supposed to be out more. Oh, that looks weird. And I can't really make it lower because then the dormer is going to be weird. I mean, no, that looks odd. That looks like really, really odd. What do you guys think? I mean, and then if we have a roof on this, I don't know. I feel like if we have the dormer, then it needs to be bigger. But then also this looks weird. It's so high up and I don't know how to... Because I can lower it a little bit more, but then we have this whole issue of like... How big do we actually want the porch to be? Let me just copy that so the angle is the same at least. But yeah, so like see this roof is... If I lower it a little bit more. Maybe do it like that. But still, this looks weird. Something about this just looks weird to me. Maybe if this is a little bit smaller. Have it like that. And then, oh no, I can't put the bathroom there because it needs to have a window to the front and that would just be awkward. So, yeah, this also needs to be bigger. So let's just do that, and then I have to rethink the entire floor plan. Which, great. It's my favorite thing to do, that. Floor plans. Absolutely favorite thing to do. She says very sarcastically. But if I do that, bathroom, maybe a little bit of like a bigger bathroom, maybe. And then the bedroom could have like this weird little bump out bit for a closet or something. And then, how do I want to do this? I mean, we could do... Let me pull out some furniture because it's always easier if you pull out furniture. So I'm gonna use these couches probably because they're cheap. So if we do... See, I don't... How do I want to do this? We can do, like, living room that way. And then kitchen. If I put a door... Where do I want the doors to be? Should probably figure that one out first, eh? Like, where do I want the doors to be? Which doors are we going to use? I don't really want to use... I mean, we're going for craftsman. So I could probably get away with the cottage living ones because they do fit the style, I guess. So if we do kitchen, kitchen, kitchen. Oh no, that irritates me. That irritates me. Am I going to make this bigger than it needs to be? Yes. Do I realize that I am doing this yet again with the build? Yes. I'm sad we didn't get any new regular indoor doors. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mentioned this in my video too, but I love the new archway that we got. I'm actually obsessed with this big archway. I wish we could have gotten a 2-tile one though. With maybe like, you know, glass detail up the top. And then, you know, just like single like these single pillars at the sides. So that it still looks like, you know, it has this big wooden frame work to it. And obviously like the stained glass at the top maybe. But that just isn't this big because this is a gorgeous archway. I love it, but it is so difficult to use. Unless, because it has a 3-tile footprint. It's technically only 3 tiles wide, but it sits on 4 tiles. So the footprint is 3, but you need to have 4 tiles. Like I can't go and put it on that, like that wall, because even though it fits, it doesn't really fit. And yeah, we don't have any like craftsman style doors either, unless you count the ones like I said from like cottage living. But we don't have any craftsman style doors in like the base game, for example, which sucks when you're trying to do a restricted packs build. Or if you have, like, if you only have the base game. Like, what are people supposed to do who only have the base game? So I was thinking, could we get away? Do I want to spend money on is probably a better question. A fireplace. I think seasons doors are also meant. Yeah, seasons too. Yeah. But I mean, what are you supposed to do if you only have the base game? Like, what are those people supposed to do? Because nothing in the base game is craftsman style. Suffer. Yeah. Suffer. So I mean, oh lord, I hate this house. I actually hate it. I actually physically hate this house. I think this is the roof line. Honestly, I think it's the roof line that's giving me... I mean, yeah, it's the roof line. It's too big. It's just, it's too big. So we could do that, I guess. It's still big. Why? Oh, why? I mean, realistically, it would need to be that tall to hide the dormer. And I don't want to get rid of the dormer because I like the way it looks. But also, it's a starter home and it's expensive to have it, so maybe not. I mean, we could always put in, like, one of these. Maybe not that one. But, like, we could always put in, like, some sort of fake dormer. I think this one might be the closest. Like, style-wise, at least. Yeah, we could always put in, like, thinking this one. I mean, you could put it like low down. Obviously, it won't go into the roof completely back there, but I can fix that with the tool mod. Just move it back a little bit. Yes. Honestly, that mod is like the holy grail of builders mods. And yeah, I like this a lot more. Not gonna lie. I do feel like we could have used a little chimney at the side. Yeah, see, that would just make this so much cuter. So much cuter. Let me see. Yeah, just like that. And now I know the... I know the fireplace isn't actually where the chimney is. I am aware of that. Do I care enough about it to fix it? That's the question. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we could rework the floor plan. I mean, if we have the couch there, we could do a little dining table. We could do a little dining table there, maybe. Oh, yikes. Not that. Not that. So we could do that. We could... I mean, I could put the bathroom there. Absolutely, floor plans are so much fun to figure out. Yeah. They're just the best. They're the actual best. And they're always so easy. They're always so easy to figure out. But yeah, we could do that, and then I could move this thing. And I could... I don't want the bedroom to be like that, though. I mean, we could then easily put the kitchen in like this little nook over here. So like you can go there. Bathroom, living room, dining room, bedroom. And I'm debating... I mean, a 3-tile wide room could work for a bedroom. Like, it is possible. But then I mean, I could just make it a little bit bigger. What happens if I just expand this roof? Do I hate that? I'm not sure. I mean, if we do that, and then maybe make the porch area a little bit bigger. Oh my word, the Sims 2 soundtrack is like burp, 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 burp in my ears right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it. But yeah, it's that song. Yeah, it's that song and my brain. Okay, it stopped, finally. Okay, so... I don't know how I feel about this. I like it better than the first one that we had, I think. So what happens if I... Oh my word, I can cheat. That didn't cost me anything. Like, and it actually gave me money back. Okay, let's not cheat like that. But you can even hear the Sims reaction. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Harry. I'm sure this is going to look great in the end. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Oh my word, I think I don't know how to get rid of this thing now, though. Because it's there. and I can't delete it without giving myself extra money, which I don't want to do. So I'm gonna delete it. And then what was our funds before that? 13,481. And then just 13,481. Have a good rest of your, yeah. Okay, so apparently if you duplicate an item with the tool mod, it doesn't cost you anything. So that's interesting. Let's see if it actually works, because currently it's worth 5,900 simoleons, the lot, like the house. If I went and I duplicated it, so it's now on the lot. Okay, so it does add to the value of your lot, but it doesn't cost you anything to add it. So, yeah, that's something I did not know was a thing. So, yeah, that's interesting. I'm not going to do it though, because it will just confuse me. But I do think I want to get a second dormer in here, because I think that might help a little bit with the issue that I feel like this has. So I don't know if I want it. Now it just looks like it has a face, and a lopsided face at that, so maybe not. But maybe if I put it like there, but then it's not in line with the door, and that is going to drive me insane. Maybe if I made the doorway a little bit bigger, like that. Nope, that looks horrible. What do you guys think? Do you think one dormer or two? Honestly, I don't know. I could just size up this one a little bit so that it's technically bigger. One, I think. Yeah. I mean, I could just size it up a little bit and then make it obviously a little bit lower. And then just scooch it back into the roof properly. So we could do that. So it's a little bit bigger and it fills up a little bit more of the roof. Which I do like that. So we can do that. And also, apologies if you guys can hear, like, it kind of sounds like something is screaming or screeching. I promise it's nothing important. It kind of sounds like children, like really high-pitched screaming. But it's not. It's a bird. Yeah, I mean, at first when I started using the tool mod, I was like really hesitant about it because I don't know, it was very overwhelming in the beginning. But after I had it for a couple of months, I couldn't build without it anymore. So I'm gonna do this. And yeah, these days I cannot do anything without it. And then I'm going to raise it up on a platform, I think. So that just the top of it pokes through. New chimneys are very large-like. Would be fitting for a getaway lodge in Granite Falls. Yeah, definitely. I think it would work really well in Granite Falls. Let me see if I can... Why will you not... I kind of like this one a little bit more than the other one. I'm excited for what you're going to build with the pack. Are you going to make families too? Yeah, I will definitely make families. If you're talking about like for my save. Obviously, I will definitely add in some extra families. I'll probably give makeovers to the in-game ones as well. But I don't know if I'll like... I don't know if I'll make videos about that. I used to make creator sim videos for like save file stuff, but I haven't done that in a very long time. Just because I feel like not a lot of people on the channel actually watch creator sim videos, or like they don't watch creator sim videos on my channel just because I tend to be more of a builder, and I think that's what everyone like expects when they come to the channel. But yeah, I will definitely, obviously, I'll make them. And I'll upload them to the gallery and all of that stuff. I don't know what color I want to do. Do we want to go like really light? Probably to match the dormer. Ooh, we could go blue. We could go blue and then I could like do a red roof to match. So like a red roof, little like white and blue windows. I'm actually kind of liking that, not gonna lie. Where is growing together? Could do a little windows there. Same one. And now I need to figure out. Disappointed I have swatches, windows and doors. Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of brown swatches. A lot of the windows and stuff have a lot of brown swatches. But again, none of them match. Like, none of the browns actually match anything else. They match each other. Like, they match the other items in the pack, but nothing else from other packs. Which, why? Why? You think one? One? One what? Oh yeah, no, this is cottage living, yeah. But yeah, like a lot of the wood swatches in the new pack don't match other swatches. But yeah, even these two like light blue swatches don't match. I'm trying to find like a little back door, side door type thing for the kitchen. And I'm thinking if we do that. Yeah, I find it hard to use a lot of the stuff when they don't match. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, I don't really want to make that bigger, but also I want a back door. And I don't want the back door to be in the bedroom. I mean, what happens? No, I can't put the kitchen there, or like the living room there, because the chimney is on that side. Oh, good grief. Does this thing need to be bigger? And then we can... don't do that. You guys know how Kayla always, Little Simsy always says, you know, when in doubt, make a build smaller. Like, if you're not sure about something in a build, make it smaller. Apparently, I'm the exact opposite. When in doubt, make your build bigger. But see, now this thing looks so lopsided. Some really cute and amazing detailed items from the pack, but it's all confusing. Yeah, it is. It's like they tried to do a lot of different styles all at once, and they didn't put in enough items from any particular style to actually make it useful, if that makes sense. Like, they did a bunch of different styles and a bunch of great styles and great items, but there's not enough of those items to have them actually be useful. You understand? Yeah. Oh, I don't know what to do about this. Does that roof look stupid? Does the roof like this look stupid? Is the question. You started a legacy in your save and have such cool oh, thank you! That's what I meant anyway. Sorry, his words are hard. No worries. But yeah, so we do that. But then we have all of this open space though. Oh, good lord. Making it smaller again. Maybe add some columns and half walls. Yeah, I'm definitely going to add columns. Probably not half walls though, because they're expensive. But might make it feel less lopsided. Yeah, that's true, it might. I don't know, I don't feel like the build itself is lopsided. I feel like the roof is lopsided. Like, it's too big, but I can't realistically make it much smaller. But I mean, I feel like this is fine. Like, having it like this is fine. But now it's just the bloody interior that's giving me a pain. I mean, how badly do we need a back door? It has to match. I mean, how badly do we need a back door? Can we get away with no back door? Because I don't think it's necessary, like in the golden roofline. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I like the roofline like that. But I think, like, if we make it any bigger, it's going to be too much. So let's do that. And then sink can go there, which I kind of hate that it's not central with... I mean, I could put the sink there and then the stove there, and then we don't have a range hood. Because that works. Or we could flip it completely. Do it like that. And then like that. Which also I don't hate, so... How weird do you guys think it would be to have the sink next to the stove? Probably a little bit too weird, right? So like, if we do that, that's a nice little kitchen. You have a nice little like entry space. It's not too cramped. You can have a door there and there. Do I want the bathroom to be accessible from the main living space? Probably. Although I don't really care, so it can go in there. Like in the build. Yeah. Okay, so we can do that. Nice big window, and then just a smaller one for the bathroom. And I don't think I'm going to put any windows on this side of the build, just because I don't think it needs it. You don't need to have a window on every single wall. And then, yeah, well, maybe we'll do brick stairs, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe those, if we go with lighter woods. Wow, my voice is really crapping out on me. Like, it feels like my voice is actually trying to die. Which is not good. Not good at all. But yeah, so we can do that. I can put in these columns. They're so expensive. So expensive. Oh, no worries. Thank you, Erica. Thank you for being here. But yeah, knowing me, now I want to put columns on every single corner of the build, which is not a good idea. Maybe we can splurge. I'll delete them if I have to. But we can... I could just put them in for now and I'll delete them if I really need to. And yeah, we'll decide on colors for those soon. But yeah, so wallpaper wise, or no, I should probably put in like all of the necessities first, I guess, so that we actually have a functional house. Light. Okay, so bathroom. I'm not going to put in a shower tub or like a tub. I'm just going to do a stand-up shower because it's cheaper. And we're all about budgets. So we can do... I think I want to put the door there. Then we can have the toilet and a sink. I could use this pedestal sink, but I really want to use the newer one. Although it kind of doesn't make sense because it's such a... The newer one is so modern. We'll just do that. So we have that. I can put in a bed. I'm probably not going to be able to use the new bed because, again, expensive. How about... Not that one. Nope. How about this one? It's cheaper, but it still actually kind of looks good. And we can make the doors just white, I guess. So we can go with this bed, maybe. I mean, we'll figure it out. So we have that. Now, exterior color wise, I mean, I kind of need to have it match that upstairs, like the dormer, because otherwise I think it'll just look weird. But the chimney obviously has to be stone. And then, honestly, what are we going to do for that? Thank goodness the foundation doesn't actually cost anything. So we can do that. And then I really wish we got like like some more interior wallpapers. Sorry, I need to stretch. I've been sitting for like 2 hours. So we're just doing a quick little stretching. Ugh. Yeah, this is a reminder that if you need to stretch, get up and stretch, basically. But yeah, so I wish we got more interior wallpapers. Yeah, I mean, we only got the herringbone tile and that's it for flooring. I would have loved to have seen some more like wooden floorboards. Some more carpets would have been really great. You know, it being a family pack and all, because I mean, more carpets. But yeah, I mean, we didn't get really any interior wallpapers apart from this subway tile tiling and then the herringbone tiling. And then the rest of these are all kind of more like exterior stuff, like paneling, siding, stone. Please tell me something. Okay, hold on. Please tell me something. That new floor tile has 2 black swatches. Does it? Oh, it does. Hello. Okay, so that's one. Yeah, no, these look exactly the same. Like, exactly the same. Like, that's one of them. And then this is the other. Yeah, no, they're exactly the same. So that's either there's something wrong with the tile and they're supposed to be different swatches and they aren't, or they're supposed to be one less like swatch option and they've just like doubled it. Yeah, someone definitely made an oopsie with that one. Definitely. Literally cannot see a difference. Yeah, no, there's no difference with those two. But yeah, so like the picture that I was looking at had a green siding. Like the whole thing was green. The problem is though, the only like really green that we got is this one that I used on the build yesterday. And for some reason, I don't really like it. I mean, the shingle one kind of looks okay in the, like, green. But, like, I don't know. Can't believe we got a new foundation, but once again, they ignored keeping... I actually didn't even notice that. And I think my game is frozen. I haven't saved. Please, for the love of God, don't crash on me. Please don't crash. I haven't saved once. Oh, thank God. Ooh, okay, let me just save. Let me just save. I think okay, so it didn't crash. We're good. We're fine. Oh my lord. I guess that's what I get for complaining about this pack so much. This was your reminder to save? Yeah, save! Save! But yeah, sadly no new platform trim. Yeah, I honestly didn't see that because I don't usually use platforms like at all. So I didn't really look into it. Because the only time I really use platforms is as an exterior thing. And when I'm using them for the exterior, I usually use them in a way where I have what's the word, half walls. So I just use paint on them. So honestly, I didn't even look at the half walls for this pack. But I'm thinking this, and then maybe if we... What do you guys think about white? But not like the stark white, the more like off-white color. So we'll have like a reddish roof, a light blue house, and then, you know, all of like the white accents. I think that's kind of cute, actually. Or we could also, instead of having... My vibe is black and white and I love it. Oh, so you love it? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I tend to lean more towards like warmer toned houses. I don't know why. But also, I could actually make the house itself... I'm trying to match that dormer up there. So like, part of me wants to use the new siding. Like this siding. But also it feels so... I don't know, it's like... It's too defined, if that makes sense. I don't know how to... It's kind of like, it's too modern. In a way. And like, I really like the blue shingles, maybe just for that one small roof. And then the big one and the other ones can all be like, you know, the color of the rest of the house. We're just having that little small accent. But in this case, these pillars are actually driving me nuts. So I'm gonna get rid of them. Maybe, if we're lucky, these would work. How do we feel about that? And of course it will not work there, so never mind. But I do think I'm gonna get rid of the pillars just because they're a little bit too white, I think. Wow, I cannot speak. What other siding could work? I mean, this one could work. This is actually the vibe that I was going for, like this spa day one. Even though it's supposed to be like a very modern siding, I love it. Do that. And then... I don't know if it's the lighting on this lot or what. Or we could use this brick from Cottage Living. Because I do feel like it actually matches that dormer a little bit better, because I think this is... Okay, yeah, that would make sense. The dormer is from Cottage Living. So, yeah, it would make sense that it would match, actually. But yeah, we could do that. And then we have... Yeah, no, we're not gonna make that blue. I mean... We could do like a really dark blue. I actually don't hate that. Like, I actually kind of like that. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit, you know, like out of my comfort zone a tiny wee bit. Which probably isn't saying much. Because this house technically still looks exactly like every other build that I've like ever done. But let me just pretend that it's a little bit different, okay? Just maybe we can make... Oh, not the whole thing. Just that. That little bit is blue. Little entryway is blue. Not that. That can go back to being brick. And yeah, I kind of like this. I can live with this, I think. Do I want to get rid of that column? Maybe. Maybe. Because it looks so lopsided without the column there. So let's just... I just took away the other ones that I was using because they were expensive. And now I'm just putting other, like, more expensive ones in because... Common sense, okay? Common sense. I mean, we could even save money on, like, the stairs and not have it be that high up. What do you guys think? Do you think we need to have like it on a too high foundation? I mean, it kind of looks better on a too high foundation. And then stairs are so expensive though. Go cheap stairs and then delete the walls because that gives you money back. In case you didn't know that. And then we could have like the big front porch because I don't want to do that. You think it looks decent? Okay. So we can go with the blue. I also, before I forget, what am I doing? Where am I? Hello. Okay, so this. I want to put a little roof thing. Just all the way around so that I can put down those like exterior trim things just underneath this roof. Yeah, foundation is needed. Yeah. I think you need to have it at least like too high so that you can see the stone. I mean, I would love to do this one because it's big, but it clips with the bloody roof. And it's also more expensive. So like, yeah, no, we're doing the cheaper one. We're doing the cheaper one because it's cheaper and it does what I need it to do. I actually, to save money, I can delete it from that side. And yes, I am being this cheap, okay? Like, I am being this cheap. But also, in this case, I could probably just use the bigger one, like, at the front. Oh yeah, I'll definitely put in spandrels too. Okay, I can't use the bigger one because it looks weird. I mean, I don't know. Would the spandrels hide? Like, basically I'm trying to hide this, like, floor thing that you can see peeking through. I'm trying to hide that. And BRB need to get hot water. No worries. Oh, so spandrels do hide it. Okay, so spandrels do hide that. That's good. So yeah, we can just do spandrels because I was going to do spandrels anyway. Now see, this is something that annoys me. Like, bold walls and then... Yeah, I don't even need to bold walls. This is, like, it's already considered a room. So, like, I can just put it there. But yeah, so this annoys me because obviously that's the bluer white swatch. This is the warmer white one. So with the spandrels, this is the bluish white, and then this is the warmer white. That's the blue, that's the warmer one. So it's supposed to be the same swatch, but it doesn't look like the same swatch. Now, I don't know if it's just the lighting, but that always happens with the white swatches in this game. Like, and I've noticed that it's specifically usually the white swatches. Like, the white and the black swatches is usually where that happens. Where they're supposed to be the same thing, but they're not. And my favorite roof trim. That is weird. Hold on. All the way back. So we can do that. And then I'm going to splurge a little bit. And I'm just going to put a couple of corbels in there because it makes it look so much more finished. You know, just four of them. I'm not gonna go too crazy with it. Just like that. Okay, so we have that. Now, fence-wise, we could use the new fence. We could. It's expensive though. Hi, Eleonora. Hi from Rome. That is so cool. Welcome into the stream. How are you doing? How's your day been? We're currently trying to build a starter home in San Sequoia. It's not going to be pack restricted, but it is supposed to be, like I said, a starter home. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. So we just have this cute little beige, blue and red house at the moment. But yeah, so we can do that. I mean, I feel like the cottage living railings do blend in pretty well. I mean, I could go super rustic with it. I'm fine, thanks for asking. But yeah, so like, what do you guys think? So we could go for these ones, like little cross wooden fence posts type things. Or we could go for these ones that are a little bit more detailed, a little bit more fancy. But they're both they're both the same price, so you could go for either one. But yeah, what do you guys think? Sorry, I need to stretch a little bit and like look away from the screen for a second. Option 2, so they're a little bit more like fancier ones. Yeah, also I'm gonna save my game again. Just to be safe. Yep, option 2, okay. Yeah. Okay, so we're going with option 2. So that's that one. And then maybe we could add in... Oh, you idiot. Go back. Thank you. Maybe we could add some stairs over here as well. Just like that. And then this could go into like a little side yard. Because we will probably have a side yard rather than a front or backyard. Just because this lot is like landscape oriented. I'm thinking... we have a little like fake driveway bit over here. So what if we actually put in a little fake driveway? We could do what looks like a... I'm just gonna go with the gravel, I think. Because it's literally gravel. So we could do a little like... I think it's 5 tiles wide. That's the little fake driveway. I think like that. Maybe bring it back a little bit more. Oh, and we can put the bin over here in the corner. Just, don't do that. I'm thinking that, but I think that's a little bit too big. So I'm gonna get rid of this one side of it. Yeah, I would like to build like a carport, but I don't think we'll have the money for it. Like, I was just thinking about doing that and then putting the bin over here and then landscaping around it, because we don't have the budget to build out like a whole garage. I would like to do that. I would have liked to have put like a little garage just here. So like, you know, something like this. And then obviously deleting the chimney bit in the inside and just having it upstairs. I would have liked to do that. But I don't think we'll have the money for it. I mean, I can try. We can try it. Obviously, if it doesn't work, I can just get rid of it. Oh yeah, I can do an awning. Oh, why do I really like this now, though? See, this is why I don't build starter builds. Because, or why I don't do many starter builds, I guess I should say. Because I get carried away. And then I end up with a build that is obnoxiously big. Why are you being an ass? Now I'm gonna, yeah, remove the walls. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do that because I want to do them with spandrels. But then if I delete the... Yeah, see, I can't get rid of this. Like, I can't get rid of the... whatchamacallit. Because if I do that, then it gets rid of all of the spandrels. So it can't, like... I mean, it can. No, it can. I can do... I wonder if I do that. And then... I mean, that works. And then I can get rid of the... What am I doing? Click on that. Oh. You're not supposed to be that far back. Thank you. Oh, no, don't. I'm gonna have to do it manually, otherwise... How about, don't build... Yeah. Yeah, I honestly, I didn't think about that. But yeah, doing it like this might work. But then I can't roof it because the roof is going to be on a higher level. So... that's a pain. But I mean, this is one of those cases where I don't have to use spandrels. I can do it this way. What am I doing? I can just do this. Don't move my chimney. I use a sloped roof and columns. Yeah. That's what I'm going to try and do as well. But I'm going to... Like, the issue is that I want it connected to the house. So I don't want it to be like just freestanding. But I think if I do this... I might need to make it like one smaller. So that it doesn't clip as much. But it will still clip. So I'll do that. See, if we do this, then you have that like extra bit. But then I can just go and put a little trim around it, I think. So yeah, doing it like that I think could work. And then we could even make it like a different roof texture from like the rest of the roof. We could make it look like it's, you know, been built on. In which case it probably wouldn't match the front of the house, would it? Maybe just the white? Yes, okay. Yeah. See, I got there in the end. I got there eventually. Now, what kind of... I kind of just want something like super plain. Like that. I mean, it says it's like Martian soil. But it doesn't look like soil. We can ignore that fact and pretend that it's not. It's just a nice plain wall. Eco lifestyle columns. Yeah, no, I'm not going to... You mean these ones? The steel ones? Yeah, I'm not going to use those. Just because they don't... I'm kind of trying to make this look like a craftsman house. Like craftsman style. And those columns really don't match. So I think I'm just going to do that. And then... I might even use these from outdoor living. What is it? Outdoor... Not outdoor living. Outdoor retreat. Outdoor living. I mean, we could even just do them in this, like, beige color. Like, that works. Like, I kind of like that. Another column there, and maybe there. And then let me go and get a... Go get a debug car. So looks good. Hey, very strange for you to hear the names of packs in English. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I completely... No worries. You don't have to apologize for your English. I'm not English myself either. Like, it's not my first language. So... I'm also usually the one that's like apologizing for my English, so it's totally fine. But yeah, I think a nice little black truck. Sorry, lovely, had to for a moment. This house looks incredible. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to do something a little bit different. Not sure about it completely just yet. But yeah, I'm kind of liking how it's coming along. We have a little like undercover parking spot for... I don't like those columns now. Go away. But yeah, we can do like the trash can under here and everything. And I don't need live edit on. So, what is the cheapest? See, this is another one of those ranty things. With the trash cans. Why are they so expensive? It looks good. Thank you. But like, why are the trash cans so expensive? Like, all of the mailboxes, even this fancy one, is free. Why aren't the trash cans? Because I don't want to use the Batu one. I mean, we could use the... We could use the, like, high school years one, I guess. Just hide it. But I don't know why they're so expensive. They're one of those items where you, like, you need them for a build. Trash cans are surprisingly expensive IRL. Yeah, no, that's true. Oh, thank you, Kelly. But yeah, so we have made some progress. We've made some progress with it, I think. We added a little carport at the side, which I actually really like. Especially thinking about, you know, I can kind of maybe wrap the fence all the way around the build almost. And then also obviously landscape around it and everything like that too. But yeah, so like IRL, like trash cans are expensive, but so are mailboxes. You love this build. Thank you. So Catherine, the spanner thingy is for moderators, like channel, like moderators. And usually I only pick moderators that I actually know. Or that I know can, like, basically moderators that I trust with the channel stuff. If that makes sense. I think in my area the levy is around 350. Especially with outside trash cans. Yeah, I don't actually know what it costs where I live. For like the... what's the word? Like the... what, you know what I'm trying to say, for like... I can't think of the word. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it costs, like the... I know there's a word for it, I'm just blanking on it right now. But, yeah, so I don't know what it costs where I live. But I know that if you want to go in and, like, buy one of those big black, like, wheelie bins, like, outdoor trash cans, they are expensive. But for, like, in The Sims, if the mailboxes are free, and they are... it's one of those, like, you need to have them on the lot to, like, function. I mean, you don't need to have them. The gallery, it's not like a hard requirement, but if you don't have an outdoor trash can, your Sims can't empty their indoor ones. So it's kind of like those, you really do need it type of things. And I feel like it would have just made so much more sense if they were free too. Even if it's just like the very obviously outdoor ones, like this one. So that all of the houses could like come with them as standard, if that makes sense. Because that's kind of how it works where I live. Especially if you need to replace it, the municipality wants proof that you cannot, that your current outdoor trash... yeah, exactly. I mean, they do come as standard where I live, like houses come with them. So why, I mean, obviously, like you said, you have to replace them if, you know, they get stolen or whatever. But other than that, they're kind of like a standard thing. So I don't know how I'm gonna... I kind of want to do that whole like wraparound porch trick. Like that. Yeah, I mean, I like that. Looks okay, I think. We have our little like wooden porch. We have, I'm just thinking of doing plain wood throughout all of the interior because it makes sense. And then how expensive? It's not even that expensive. The new tile, the new herringbone tile. So we could use this. Maybe in like a dark... is that blue or green? Is this blue or green? I can never tell. Can never tell. I mean, you could go fun with it. I have to go now, but I'm glad I met you. I hope to see you again soon. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome to the channel. I don't usually live stream. Usually I'm more of a like speed build channel, so I post like a lot of speed builds. So if that's something that you're interested in seeing, definitely hit subscribe and like stay around for those. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of your Saturday too. I don't know, I'm thinking of... our current outdoor trash can and recycle bins were free when the city switched trash collectors. Yeah, replacements are expensive. Thankfully, we can outsource for extra and replacements. Yeah, so see, that's the thing. Over here, we don't even have, like... we don't have recycle bins. Like, it's not a thing. I know some neighborhoods... okay, so like part of me wants to do that. Is that too much? I I kind of like it, so... But yeah, let me know what you think about the bathroom flooring, by the way. If you think it's too much. But yeah, so like over here, we don't really... I mean, recycling is not a common thing. If that makes sense. It's not a very... Looks good? Okay. Thank you. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do it in the kitchen too, I don't think. You know, I think I'll leave the kitchen just wood and then maybe have like the blue herringbone as an accent wall. But yeah, so like recycling, as I was saying, it's not really a thing where I live. I mean, it's a thing. People do it, obviously. But it's not easy to do. Like, actually, it's one of those things where you have to kind of like do it yourself. If you want to recycle stuff, there's special bags that you have to get that, you know, you can then personally take somewhere where they recycle. But the city doesn't really pick that up. In some places where I've lived, like some like neighborhoods and stuff, they will have a like recycling truck going around sometimes where they'll like, you have these like see-through bags that you can put outside and they'll pick up those. But it's not a regular thing. Not every neighborhood or area has those kinds of pickups. So it's a very foreign thing to me, if that makes sense. Okay, so I know this blue is really bright, but I really want to use it as a little backsplash wall. And then I just want to do, I don't know, maybe stone on that whole wall, I think. Where the fireplace is. Just to make it look a little bit more interesting, because obviously it's a starter home, so I'm not going to be able to, like, go all out with decorating. So I'm trying to make the, like, I'm trying to make the walls, at least, as interesting as possible. So if we did that, would it be too much to have the entire interior be blue? Because I'm kind of leaning that way. I'm kind of leaning towards having an entirely blue interior. I mean, not entirely blue, but mostly blue. Or instead of that, we could do that as an accent wall. Thoughts? But if we do that, then the wallpaper can't be blue. Because that's just too much. I don't know, part of me feels like this should be separated off a little bit more. Like it looks weird having this big open space. Power came back, so you're having stream in background. No worries. Hope you enjoy building. But yeah, I think this needs to be closed off just a little bit more. Like, just like that. Yeah, just like that. Ah, not the whole thing. Not the whole thing. So we could do white trim, grey trim. Grey trim for now, I think. I don't know, maybe what if we brought that all the way around and then turned this into like an actual wall. Or like half wall and an actual wall. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to close the kitchen off completely, because I feel like that might be a bit much. But on the other hand, like, also, why not? No, that just looks stupid. So let's just do that and that. Honestly, I don't know what to do with this interior. Like, I really don't know what to do with it. But yeah, this is why I don't do a lot of like real-time builds, because most of me building is just me sitting here like staring at the screen, trying to figure out what would work and what wouldn't, and then like changing my mind 500 times before I actually decide on something. Oh, something about this is just throwing me off. And I don't know what it is. I don't really want to use a different brick again. Like another one. So it's in your build style too. Yeah, like, so for a build like the one that I did yesterday, that video took me, I think, just over 5 hours to record, if I'm remembering correctly. So my raw footage for that was about 50 gigabytes big, around about 50 gigs. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I think I like this a little bit more with just the more neutral stone and then the one pop of color. So we'll do that. A part of me really wants to use a blue couch, but we'll come back to it. I need to get the necessities down first, okay? So like necessities. Necessities. And also, this is why I don't live build a lot, because I just sit here like, I don't usually talk when I'm building. So glad you're able to catch your stream. Love your builds. Oh, thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. How are you? How has your Saturday been? I don't know. I guess it kind of depends on what time zone you're in, because I know for most of the US, Saturday has just started. So, yeah. But yeah, so that would set my editing program on fire. Record with intervals of 3 hours. Yeah, I don't record... When I say it took me 5 hours, I don't have like one clip that's 5 hours long. I think I had about 20 to 25 different clips of footage, where you'll have noticed with this one too, I like stop and start recording. Otherwise, editing is a pain in the ass. So I stop when I know that I'm going to like spend forever choosing something, or if I like do the bathrooms or the layout or whatever, so that I don't have that footage like at all. Or if I'm like getting up to go to the bathroom, or you know, something like that. But yeah, even with doing that, I had like 5 hours of footage. I think we're gonna have to use this table. So far so good. It's afternoon. Oh, okay, yeah. Makes sense. I should try that too. Yeah, honestly, if I know that I'm going to... if I'm like about to get up to go to the bathroom or walk around or eat or whatever, I stop recording because I don't want it to just sit there like recording a blank screen for like half an hour. So I'm gonna push those into the wall a little bit, I think. Yeah, I think we can get away with the bluish counters. Like, I'm kind of sad that we didn't get a new counter with the pack. I mean, I get why we didn't. Like, I understand why we didn't. Because counters are very expensive items to add to packs. And I mean expensive in like object count. Because each pack can only have a certain amount of objects in it. And the team also only has the time to make a certain amount of objects. So they have like a quota of how much like they can put in a pack. So each counter is obviously like at least what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different counter pieces, and then 5 more upper head cabinet pieces. Not 5, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 upper head cabinet pieces. So that's like what, 12 different items. So yeah, it's difficult. It's an expensive thing to add, object-wise. But I'm still peeved that we didn't get one. Mostly because we got the new, we got the new fridge and the stove and the range hood, but we don't have any new counters to match them. Because as far as I'm concerned, none of the other counters in the game actually match. So I think I'm gonna do that. We'll do it like that and see if we can get away with it. If not, I will delete the upper head cabinets. Oh, trash can. Trash can. I'm going to do one of the cheapest ones. Although the high school years one is cheaper, so we'll do that. Oh, and while I'm busy with it, let me just get some TP, because that is a necessity. Even if you're in a starter home, you do need some toilet paper. And then dining chairs. Honestly, this is the thing. TP. Yes, TP. Oh, you mean this tile? The floor tile? Yeah, I kind of made my own, like, custom tile. With the new herringbone that we got from the pack, and then this one from the high school years pack. And then just, like, Control F'd. And, you know, made my own little custom checkered flooring. Sorry, my brain is like, it's kind of shut down a little bit. So the words aren't coming out. Like, I'm thinking them, and then I'm not sure if I'm saying them as well. So I kind of want this build to be a little bit more, like, a little bit more rustic. I say, as I have the more modern counters. It's the weekend, we're all shut down a bit, yeah. Yeah, honestly, I think it's my, like, ADHD brain as well, like, multitasking. I can multitask. I can definitely multitask. But I think it's all been a little bit overwhelming. And also having to talk for this long is not really my strong suit. Oh, guys, I don't know. I think I'm gonna stop the recording for a bit because we need to just sit and figure this out, because there's something about this build that I just don't like. And I don't know what it is. Like, there's something about it that I don't like. And I don't know if it's the layout or the color scheme. Yeah, I made a few speed build videos, but can't seem to make them shorter than 15 minutes. Real-time builds for me would be around 15 minutes minimum and split into multiple parts. Yeah, honestly, real-time builds for me are just not probably something that I would ever do again. I did one Let's Build series on my channel way back when Island Living came out. I built like a resort, like a big resort. And I will never do that again. Throw some debug landscaping on the outside. You've been looking at the interior for a while. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think... Oh, I hit the microphone. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. But first, I do need to go to the bathroom. I've been drinking a lot of fluids. It's not even water, it's an energy drink. So, yeah. I need to go to the bathroom really quickly. So get up, stretch, take a potty break, get some water, hydrate, and I'll be back in like 5 minutes tops. Okay, I'm back. I don't even think that was 5 minutes. But yeah, so what were we gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna start on the exterior, on the landscaping, because yeah, I think I have been staring at the interior for way too long. So yeah, I honestly don't even know if we're going to finish this build in this stream, because I've been streaming for like 3 hours and we're not even done with the exterior. So that's fun. But yeah, so exterior landscaping. I'm gonna turn on live edit, hide the regular stuff, and then go into live edit. Okay, so first off, I do want to grab some sort of fence, because I want this whole lot to kind of be fenced in. Why is my voice going all croaky? I don't like it. So like, what is the rest of the world using? What is the rest of the world using? Let me go into... Okay, so they don't even have a fence. That's great. Okay, so they're all using this weird brownish fence that I really don't like. Okay, so I'm not going to use this fence because it's ugly. I mean, it's not ugly, I don't like the texture of it. So we're not going to use that. And I do think that is the only fence that they've used, like, anywhere. So, do I make it match? I know over here, Kayla, for Little Simsy, for this build, used this base game fence, but that is a paid thing. And not on our budget. That is not achievable on our budget. So, I mean, I could just use that horrible fence from... I shouldn't say horrible fence. It's not horrible. It's just... I don't like the texture. Also, random side note, but I really want to try and rebuild some of the houses in, like, the world. Like, I want to try and actually build houses that look like these. Also, another one. Why don't we have a chimney like this? Tell me that. Like, I want a chimney that goes, like, big at the bottom. Like, obviously that's where the fireplace would be. And then narrows at the top. Like they did in... Yeah, they did that in The Sims 2 and in The Sims 3, I think. If you had, like, 2-tile fireplaces that have chimneys like that. So I want a chimney like that. Also, I will never ever try and rebuild this house because it's ugly. It's not just ugly, it's fugly. This one too. This has got to be the most depressing. This one too is kind of depressing. Like, no, never, ever. Yes, it's terrible. Yeah. This is kind of cute though. These are supposed to be the shops, I think, around the wharf area. It's like having all of these, like, you know, stacked together. Why am I sitting and doing this right now? Gotta love when you can tell which ones were never meant to be seen. Yeah, exactly. Welcome back. Thanks, Kelly. Yeah, I mean, obviously these ones are supposed to be seen, like, up close. They're very cute. I want to build a house like this. And same with these ones as well. And even these buildings are very cute. Like, I like them a lot. Especially because I know we have stuff that matches. Yeah, exactly. They do give me like duplex vibes. And that's also like going off of like the whole world rant that we had earlier at the beginning of the stream. Like having buildings like these in the world and having them actually be functional would have been so nice. So that your Sims could actually live in them. Why can I not delete this thing? Thank you. But yeah, even this building is like, it's good. It's like, it looks good, you know, it's supposed to be that blocky, square, kind of like converted industrial type thing. But these were obviously never meant to be seen up close. But yeah, so with these buildings, like, I know we have actual build assets that match this, so you could recreate this shell in the game and actually have it look like this, because we have all of these lights, we have these awnings, these windows, the doors. I don't think we have the sign, but even the flowers we have. Now, I don't really understand this whole, like, big window above the door thing. That's kind of weird, but yeah, I mean, even these are definitely like snowy escape windows. We don't have windows like this one. No, we don't. They kind of look like the get-together windows, but in different swatch. But yeah, here again, they did that whole thing with the chimney, like with the thicker bottom and then the smaller chimney stack up top. I really wish we could do that without making it look like super crap. But yeah, so I was looking not for a big tanker ship. I was looking for the fence. The fence. Where is it? Also, these flowers, I will be using them in every build from now on. Just FYI. And yeah, I mean, I really wish this swing set was functional. It's not, is it? No, it's not. Dang it. But then again, none of the debug items are like ever functional, so I guess that makes sense a little bit. But yes, I was looking for that ugly fence. Where... this one. Ew. Ew. Not you. Okay, so... I could use this. I could. But... I could also use... not that. I could also... it's very square. Yeah, it's... like... I mean, I understand the whole idea of it. It's supposed to be like this wooden suburban fence. And I don't even mind the squareness of it. I don't like the texture of it. Like, it has no texture on it. We have a very similar fence, I think from... I think it's from Eco Lifestyle. Might be. That I've used a lot, so I know it. But like this fence. Like this thing. Is also very much that vibe, that like square, cheap, you know, suburban fence. But it actually kind, I mean, it doesn't if you zoom in, but like it looks like it has texture. Same with this one. Like, this looks better. Like, it looks more high res, kind of. And the color stuff. I think it's the color also for this one, like it makes it look very flat. Which I'm just not a fan of. I could use this fence, but it looks a little bit run down for this house. Like, it doesn't really match. And then this one is only dark brown. I know we have a real fence that looks like this, that comes in colors. From the, I think it's from the patio, perfect patio pack. But it's a fence that costs money. And I'm specifically trying to use a debug fence. Because they're free. And when you're doing a starter home, free is very good. Free is the only thing that actually matters. So, yeah. I mean, I could go like a brick fence. This isn't too offensive, I don't think. Like, I know we are not using any brick anywhere on this entire build that matches this. Because we don't have a brick that matches that. But I don't think that's that far-fetched. Because it kind of still matches the whole, like, neutral vibes that we're going for. I mean, that's not really. Oh yeah, the roof does match the brick. So we have that little bit more of like brown, like a lighter brown tying into it, which that actually is a very good point. So I am leaning towards the brick. Or we could go with this stone fence that... I mean, that actually... Like, obviously it's not identical. But it's as identical, I think, as we're gonna get. Plus, it's a nice height. It's not, like, too tall or anything like that. So I kind of like that stone. And then, honestly, I don't think there's many other, like, good fences. I know there's a couple of, like, big stone ones from like, not growing together. Oh my word. Yeah, no, we have, like, a lot of, like, G packs now. We have, like, get together, growing together. Oh my word. And it's funny because get together and growing together start with exactly the same letters, and they're both together packs. Like, oh my word. Just looking at the pack names. Oh my word, this is such a nice fence, but it is so big. So big. We have this stone fence that doesn't match, like, anything. And I mean, then we could always just do hedges around some of it as well. Just to break it up if we need to. I'll probably use a lot of hedges anyway. That's just... I always use a lot of hedges. So, yeah, I think... I mean, these fences are cute, but, like, again, they don't match a single thing. And... I mean, we could... Why does that not... Oh no, it does. It's not supposed to. Duh. We're supposed to do that, apparently. Or, like, put them together and then, like... It's weird. Although... Naming stuff takes too much brain power, so sometimes you gotta throw in the random name generator. Yeah, definitely. Now, I mean the houses that showed before, I think the debug ones that you don't like. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I know. Yeah. Yeah, they're very square. And also, it's just the roofing, not the roofing, but like the window placements on those are so weird. Like, you could tell that whoever made those, just like, they're not supposed to be like looked at. So you're not supposed to like, oh, look at the pretty house. You're supposed to be like, oh, they're off there in the distance. So, like, the whole bottom floor doesn't have windows. Because you're not supposed to, like, go up to them to look. Okay, so these are our fence choices. So, we're not doing that one. It's ugly. So, we could do the And I'm gonna do a poll for this because I saw that you can do YouTube polls now, which you weren't able to do before. So we can do so the back one is going to be the stone one. We have the white picket, so like the white picket, and then we have the brick fence. So let's see what happens. Okay, yeah, so I wonder if the poll now, like, if it's popped up in chat. Okay, yeah, so it has. Okay. So yeah, we have the stone, we have the picket fence, and then the brick fence. So yeah, let me know which fence you guys would like. I'm gonna leave it open for like 3 or 4 more minutes. And while that is running, I'm gonna go and grab some big trees that I want to use. Which I'm just gonna go into the tree catalog because that's a lot easier. And filtering. So yes, for this tiny house on this lot, I'm going to use big ass trees because it hides it. That is a gigantic tree. A little bit too big. Just a smidge. Just a smidgen too big. That's actually hilariously big. But yeah, so in case you wanted to see another look at the fences, the stone, picket, brick. So yeah, go ahead. Vote for your favorite whilst I sit here and laugh at this tree. There's no way that I would be able to size this down to make it fit. Like, this is the original size. Like, it is ginormous. It's actually, like, it is actually scary. Oh my word. Oh my word. Yeah, no, I want to laugh, but I'm like holding back my laughter, so it feels like I'm gonna cry. Oh my word. Yeah, no. I mean, kind of fits. It still clips into the carport. And no matter what I do, it is going to keep clipping. Oh no, that works. Kind of. Hold on. Shall I do that? Yes. 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 And it doesn't clip. I really wish we could paint ceilings. Can you imagine how much better this would have looked if we could paint that ceiling? Like, paint it the same, like, you know, or kind of like a metal texture. It would have been so nice. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, I could just move it back a little bit. But I didn't want it to be like way at the back. I kind of want it to be a little bit closer to the house. But this actually works. It's not clipping with anything. Yeah, I know. Yeah, sometimes trees do go a little bit off the lot. I use that trick actually a lot. Especially when I'm placing like these little like clumps of trees. So I'll like place them right at the edge. Like this. But yeah, I mean, I kind of like that. It works, I guess. I mean, I guess that works. Or we could put it on the other side. But you guys, the poll is tied at the moment. So, yeah. If someone could go ahead and break that tiebreaker for me, that would be great. Because, yeah, apparently none of you like the brick fence. But we're tied between the stone and the picket fence. Which I'm going to need one of you to break that tiebreaker for me, please. Because that is not helpful. I'm very indecisive and I need you guys to help me decide. So I need to blow my nose really quickly, which is so gross, but give me 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. Okay, yeah, and you guys, I really like... someone needs to break the tiebreaker. Someone needs to break the tiebreaker for us. But yeah, so big tree. And then... yeah, big tree, and then probably... I'm just trying to see what other trees they've used in the world. So like they've used one of these. And then they've obviously used one of these bright ones, which I don't really like. Although I could potentially just put it in the back. Okay, thank you for whoever broke that tie. So I think we're gonna go with the white picket fence. We're gonna go with the white picket. Thank you, Callie. So yeah, we're gonna go with the white picket fence. Why is this tree's footprint so big? Okay, thank you. Yeah, so I think we're gonna go with the white picket fence then. I'm looking for... why are these trees' footprints so big? Is there a similar one with a smaller footprint somewhere? Maybe, please. I really need to do like another cottage build in Henford on Bagley. That is so random, but yeah, my brain. This one? That is kind of the same tree, right? It's a little bit darker, but close enough. And it doesn't have a footprint that's absolutely freaking gigantic. I just tried so hard not to swear there. Like, I was this close to swearing. Badly. How much is the... oh, the treehouse is so expensive. Man. Although it's a 1-bedroom starter, so like, why would you have a treehouse? So like, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You wouldn't need a treehouse if you're only one sim. I guess that does make sense. Where hide Max's stuff? And then I want to grab these hedges. These are some of my new favorite hedges, by the way. They don't actually match the ones in the world, which is actually offensive. But these do. These are actually my favorite hedges. So I'm gonna use, I think, these to like at least line the front of it. I'm going to put a fence at the back of it as well. But I think I'm gonna do this and probably that. And then I need to make them all smaller because they're too big. Whoops, 0.5. That's their current size. 3.5. Yes. So we're gonna do, I think, that. Yeah. And I'm gonna need a couple more of them. all of it. Where are you going? Thank you. Go back there. Why is this thing not lining up? Hello? Oh, you're flipped around. My bad. My bad. Because yes, that would have annoyed me. Do I want to put them that way as well? Probably not. Probably not. But we can do it this way. Put them there. Stop that. What the actual... Oh. Go back there. I'm guessing, yeah, just like that? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. And then these things can go there, and then we'll just start off with the fences. Now, this one, annoyingly, is not going to line up. I'm gonna say Stefan. I'm probably mispronouncing it. I'm really sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but hi. Welcome to the stream. It really irritates me that this fence is not lining up. If I push it like... How irritating is that clipping? Like, can we look past it? It's kind of hidden by the hedge anyway, so like... I feel like we can look past it. We kind of have to look past it. But also, the hedges are so big. Why are they so big? Okay, first off, the fence posts. Whoops. Oh my soul, don't do that. You think it looks bad. Or doesn't it look bad? Because you won't see it most of the time. I want these fence posts to be a little bit smaller. But yeah, I was thinking about, I don't know, maybe either sizing up the fence a little bit. Oh, forgot they don't? Okay, yeah, so you don't think it looks bad? Okay. No, I don't think it looks too bad either, but I was thinking about maybe sizing up the fence a tiny bit. Just so that you can see the top of it over the hedges. Just like that, or sizing down the hedges. But yeah, I think sizing up the fence, it's probably a better bet. Now that is still a little bit big, so gonna go 9. Yeah, 9. We can do... Now that we've sized up the fence, we might actually... If I made these just a tiny bit bigger, I might actually be able to, like, reduce a lot of the, like, clipping. Or not, that looks horrendous. Hold on. What if it happens if I just go 2, 5? Okay, so like 2, 5, and then these are like regular sized. Oh, that works. So the fence is a little bit high. I mean, it's not that high, like... Where are you? It's not that bad. Actually, I don't mind that. I actually don't mind that, so... Yeah, we're gonna do that. We really are just gonna do that. So I'm gonna make this, it was what, 1.25? Looks great. Okay, yeah. And then just clone a bunch of those. Have a lot of these. So many. And I'm probably also gonna need more because I want to, like, basically surround the whole lot with this fence. Do that. Why is... oh, it's not the... see, I'm wondering if... oh no, man, seriously? I'm going to have to manually place all of these. Oh, that's going to be such a pain. But fine, I'll do it. It's for the aesthetic. Oh, I want to kick myself. Why am I like this? Why am I this indecisive? Like, I could have just done this. Like, I physically could have just done this where I had the entryway be a little bit, like, a little bit smaller. Just a little bit. Because that actually looks better as well. Oh, good lord. Yeah, so all of these bigger fences were for nothing. Because I like the smaller fences. Honestly, I don't know why I'm like this. I just am. I just am this indecisive. And it just... but now you guys can see why I like I said, why I never do on-camera building, because this is literally what happens. When I build myself, all of this stuff is just stuff that I cut out of videos. So now I'm gonna make, I think I'm gonna make the hedges a little bit smaller. Because I really do want to be able to see the fence over top of it. That might be too small. 0.3. Yeah, that's better. Much better. Oh man, come here. Yeah, I like that. Maybe open up the sides a little bit. And then just go back to placing endless amounts of fences. Oh no, this isn't going to line up. Like, really? I think it's good to see because a lot of people think it's easy for people that do speed builds. So it's like, hey, else all kind of, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, I think a lot of people underestimate how, like how much, like, changing and struggling and, like, swapping out stuff and everything like that goes into making speed builds. It's a lot. But yeah, so I don't know if I... like, now I'm, like, rethinking this whole, like, enclosing the driveway idea. Because part of me doesn't really want to bring this fence all the way to the back. I kind of want to end it, like, here by the staircase. Like, by the patio thing. So I'm thinking of potentially doing... what's more important? What side? Okay, so don't clip there. don't clip there. As little as possible, anyway. Like that. Then I'll just put a big plant in this corner to like hide the fact that it's not actually connected. And then we'll do that. That's fine. Oh my word, that's the wrong thing. There. Ooh. What if I manually place these so they're a little bit closer together? And I don't need as many like big fence post things. Yeah, but then that whole thing glitches out on me. Oh, good grief. 1, 2. It's going to glitch out no matter what I do. Like, it just is. I mean, we could always make this like a little gate area. Like a fake gate. So that's fine. So this is what I want to do with this fence. And then I actually want to go in and use that ugly fence that I don't like. The ugly fence that I don't like to kind of do the driveway. So I can do that. See? Just like that. I also know there's one like this in the base game. That's too bright. Okay, so we're not using the base game one. Just use this one. Hide it in there. And then maybe even like, could we do this? Could I do that? Whoops, that's the wrong thing. I don't even know what that was. But like doing that, I can fix that clipping. But yeah, so just like this. So the driveway is covered and it is like, I guess, not, yeah, like fenced in. And then we just have a big open space at the back. So I can move the tree. I can make it look a little bit more overgrown in the back as well. Like maybe having more than one tree. I might even use the big one from the back. That's a little bit brighter. Because I realized when I was doing the fencing that having an absolutely gigantic yard is great. It's fantastic, especially for family gameplay and stuff. If you have the money for it. If you actually have the money to put stuff in it, which we do not. We do not have the budget to actually go all out and like decorate the backyard. I honestly don't even know how I'm going to decorate the rest of the interior because we have like less than 6,000 simoleons left. So, yeah. What am I doing? I need this thing. Bunch more hedges. Whoops, not you. So, like that. And then I can kind of use these hedges to hide the fact that, you know, it's not technically connected over there. Oops, that's a tree. But yeah, you guys, I don't know if we're going to finish this bowl today. Like, I honestly don't think we are because I've been streaming for like, what has it been, like 3.5 hours? And we're not even done with the exterior. And I'm kind of overthinking the interior a little bit, if I'm being completely honest. So, yeah, we'll have to... I don't know if I want to finish this build, like, off camera and then just post the video with the end result. What was it? 9? No. 8.5, I think. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if I want to just like just you're interested. No, I'm not ending yet, don't worry. I'm not ending yet. I'm gonna go until like maybe like until we hit the 4-hour mark, I think. So like another almost half an hour. But yeah, I can't see myself being able to finish this in this stream. Just because, yeah, like I said, it's taking me forever because I'm overthinking everything. And when that happens, I usually have to like take a step back and like focus on something else, because I'll like spend forever trying to make something perfect and it will never be perfect. So yeah. And also just because I'm really starting to notice my voice, and the fact that my voice feels like it's going on, like it kind of feels like my voice is breaking on like every second word. So yeah. And like I don't want to push it to the point where it does go and then I can't record, because I do want to try and get a build done for tomorrow. Maybe this one. If I can finish it, I probably will, and then post the video tomorrow if I can. So yeah, I don't want to push it too much, you know? So I'm looking for new pack stuff. Honestly though, I'm doing all of this and I wouldn't have been able to do any of this without Twisted Mixie's like better build buy mod, because that thing is honestly such a game changer. And I say that every time I say a mod or something is a game changer for the game, I always want to bust out laughing, because we have actual game changers for the game. Like, you love it. The mod, yeah, the mod is like, I can't build without it. But yeah, so like it always makes me want to laugh when I say something is a game changer. Rachel, really, you're gonna break my heart, because that mod, the better build buy mod is honestly, I cannot build without it. Remember when Stephenson saying better build buy Marie Kondo's, oh yeah. Marie Kondo's the shit out of debug, and I love it. It does. It really does. I download mods, but I don't think my laptop could handle them. So that's the thing. With the better build buy mod, it doesn't really add anything. All it does is organize what's already in debug. That's all it does. It organizes everything that's in debug. Also, it gives you all of like these filters, obviously, which again, very useful, because having to enter like the debug cheats every time is a pain in the ass. I cannot be bothered. So yeah, you can also like hide all of the Max's content. And if you hide Max's content and you have like debug or live edit on, and you're in like, you know, a regular catalog, for example, like I know a lot of the stuff shows up under decorations. So usually if you have hide Max's off, then you'd see all of the live edit stuff, but you'd also see like all of the regular game stuff, so it's very confusing. Kind of like how if you turn debug on, it's just a mess. I tried the mod and it was a disaster for me until I realized I downloaded an updated version while still playing a game. Yeah. Building super streamlined. Yeah, exactly. So like hiding, if you're looking through debug stuff and you're in the regular category, like for example, I do this a lot with landscaping where I'll put live edit on and I'll go into the landscaping categories because it sorts them. So you don't have to scroll throughout the thousands of like debug and live edit objects. You can just look for the plants. So it sorts all of the plants into the correct categories. And then, so with this, like it is now, you have all of the debug stuff, but you also have the regular in-game stuff. And sometimes, especially when I'm doing like a budget something, I'll say hide maxes. And then it won't show me any of the actual in-game items. So it only shows you debug. Debug, live edit, you know. So that's very useful. That's like very useful. So basically it doesn't add anything. It adds obviously like all of the filters. And then it adds obviously the ability to clone items. And it also names the items. So for example, if you're looking for a specific debug thing, usually if you turn debug on and you have like hide maxes disabled, it is a absolute nightmare to scroll throughout all of this stuff. It is, I cannot be asked to do it. Like I cannot be asked, I will not do it. So the nice thing with this is you can just search, because I know it also adds the debug and live edit like category. So you can either like scroll, you know, throughout everything, which no, or you can search for stuff. So you can search for stuff like pen. I think it's not, I don't think it's, yeah, so here's like an eyeliner pencil that comes up. But I think the other ones are like stylus. I think it's called a stylus. I think. No, what is it called? I can't remember the name. But anyway, there's a lot of like debug items that... Oh yeah, here, tool, stylus, gen, like pens, like clutter items that I use in builds. And you can also search for like planks and, you know, searching stuff like that. If you know the names, it actually names the items. So usually in debug, it would just say like, you know, star debug, that would be the name. But with this, it actually gives stuff names, which is very useful. And yeah, that's basically all it does. Just sorts everything. It gives like everything names, like all of the debug plants now actually have names and, you know, things like that. And then also like obviously you can clone items like debug stuff, which is really great when you're landscaping and want to use the same plants but don't want to scroll through the catalog for 7 centuries to find it. Which, let's be honest, who has the time for that? Because I do not. Yeah, the scrolling was the worst. Yep. And also I like with the debug stuff is like it sorts the items. So if you build a lot, you'll kind of like know. Yeah, nobody's got time for that. But yeah, if you build a lot, you kind of like remember what category an item will fall under. So the next time you're looking for it in a different build or whatever, you don't have to scroll through everything. You can just go to that category and find it. I've especially gotten to that point with landscaping. Like, I basically know where every single landscaping plant is. With debug stuff, I know. I still need to reinstall it. I'm just so lazy to activate it in my game because I'm too lazy to read the instructions. Yeah, I mean, it can be... it's almost like Tool in that sense, where just getting to the point where you have it in your game and you're kind of like confident enough with it to use it. It can take a while, but once you've done that, once you've gotten there, you will never want to go back to the regular build by ever again. And that's kind of what happened with me. Like, when the I can't remember, I think, yeah, they broke with the patch on Tuesday. So the build that actually went up on Wednesday, the single mom and infant build with like the twin infants, that build I actually did without either of like these mods, so without the tool mod and without the better build buy mod, and it was so hard. Like, I don't like building like that. It's not fun. So yeah, when they break, it's a pain. But luckily, they don't usually break. Like, they're kind of like MC Command Center in that sense, where unless it's an absolutely gigantic patch, like the one on Tuesday was, they don't tend to break. I mean, obviously every time a new pack comes out, the better build buy mod will need to be updated, just because it doesn't recognize the new pack items yet. So it still works for all of the other items, like as it should, but it won't filter out any of the new items. So then it needs an update for that. But it doesn't break. It doesn't break your game. And then, you know, with the tool mod, when new packs come out, especially when they add new worlds, the tool mod will break, but only in the sense that it won't let you open the new world. You'll like be stuck on like a blank screen. But that is such an easy fix. Twisted Mexi like usually has that fixed within like an hour of the pack coming out. It was the biggest in Sims 4 history. I got terrified for my mods in CC. Yeah. I removed everything. Usually I'll leave in like MC Command Center because, like I said, it doesn't usually break. Sometimes it'll be like missing some features, but it doesn't usually break. But with this patch, I took it out because I knew it was going to break everything. And it did. It did break everything. True, with Tool, it took me months to suck it up and find the hotkey alt play. Shift items increments, yeah. I've also like, I've used Tool for quite a while, but I never really used it. Like, I would sometimes use it to scale items and maybe raise them up a little bit more, like raise and lower them, but I would never actually like use them to move items or clone items or, you know, anything like that, because I was too scared of it. I was too scared of like figuring it out or accidentally messing something up. And yeah, it's only been recently that I've started doing that. You can also create rooms that all have your favorite debug items in it. Yeah, so you can do that, and that is what I did before I got the mod. I did used to do that. I actually have rooms on my gallery that are, you know, when we first got the update that added all of those, like, that added the ability to get, like, the live edit objects and stuff. I actually made a couple of rooms with, like, plants and those little like paving slabs and stuff like that. But honestly, with the way that I build, with, you know, the way that whenever I build, I tend to forget when there's a specific, you know, debug item that I would have wanted to use. So I never remember to actually open the gallery and go and find it. Even if I have it in a room that I've created, I never remember to actually use it. So that's kind of annoying. And also just like, you still can't clone those items. Like, you can't clone them without this mod. So again, that's very irritating. Yeah, better build buy is worth it just for the free camera mode. Yeah. I mean, I know Twisted Mixie has... I mean, I think they still support their free camera mod. Like, they have a separate... Wow, I could not think of the word there. Sorry. Can you tell I'm really concentrating on this landscaping? But yeah, they have a separate free camera in build, like build buy mod. That's basically just that camera that you could use. But again, like, I was thinking about using it until they came out with their better build buy mod, and I just decided, you know what, if I'm going to like use mods for building and like permanently have them in my game, then I might as well go all out and like use the actual full-on proper mod. Tool, you're fighting harder to learn. Yeah, with Tool, it definitely has a little bit of like a steep learning curve. Like I said, when I first started with it, I was terrified of using it. Like, I would not use it. And I even put off even downloading it for ages. So I definitely get that. But I know if you're up for it, I know Twisted Mixie has a couple of tutorials on their YouTube where their YouTube channel is just called Twisted Mixie. And they go through Tool, go through like all of the things that you can do with it and everything like that. So if that's something that, you know, you'd be interested in watching, definitely go ahead and check it out. I also know that Kate Emerald actually has a bunch of YouTube tutorials. Not YouTube, yeah, YouTube tutorials, yes. But I know she's done a bunch of specifically tool tutorials where she's gone over a lot of like wow, I cannot spell, where she's specifically gone over, I'm just trying to grab her channel really quickly, but yeah, so that's Kate's channel link. Now I know she's done a couple of like advanced better build buy tutorials where, you know, it's clearly for people that are familiar and comfortable with it. But she's also done a lot of like beginner tutorials. I think she might even have a like playlist full of them on her channel. So yeah, if you really want to learn more about it, then definitely go and check her out. And yeah, she she makes it look so easy. I've done a collab with Kate before in the past. It's been a couple of years now since we did that collab. But she built this absolutely freaking incredible looking like modern, huge ass modern mansion. And it was mind blowing. You've seen it? Yeah. Like the way she used like it was just, it was incredible. And yeah, she makes it look so easy. But that's kind of the nice thing with those tutorials of hers, is she kind of explains how she does that. Like she shows you how, you know, it's not some kind of like weird witchcraft that only she's capable of doing. It's literally just like getting familiar with like the controls and stuff. Since you started watching her videos, you've actually incorporated some of her tips and stuff? Yeah. Okay, so like, I don't know how I feel about the... yellow... She's amazing at using Tool. Yeah, she definitely is. So like, I don't know how I feel about the blue flowers and the yellow. I totally just spent so much time placing those blue flowers. And now I don't know if I like them. Like, I don't know. You love this house? Thank you. That means a lot. Because I'm still very unsure of the inside. The blues seem to be fading to the background. Yeah. I don't know. I want to use like flowery bushes. You like the blue with the yellow? Okay. I mean, like, I want to use blue flowers with the yellow. I just don't know if I want to use those specifically. Because there's so much green that they do kind of like fade into the background. So I don't know what other blue flowers. Blue hydrangeas. The blue hydrangeas. That is actually an idea. Let me see. I know we have these bushes that are basically, they're exactly the same flower. Like, they're exactly the same, like, plant. Oh my word, do the base game ones not come in blue? They don't. So they're the same flower, and I can scale them up. So we have those. And then I think there are blue hydrangeas in the base game. Not the base game, the debug. I think there are. Tried flipping a mirror horizontally with tool but gave up. Yeah, so like with stuff like that, it's a little bit finicky because it moves weirdly. But if you have it like in the exact like tile placement where you want it, you can just like use the elevate thing to like elevate it and it'll work. I can actually show you how I would do it in just a second if you want. But where I could have sworn there are blue hydrangeas in the base game or in debug. There are. Okay, so let's get rid of those and see. So we could do that, or we could do... I kind of like the hydrangeas. Like, I really do like the hydrangeas. So thank you very much for that. And I could have sworn we had, like, multiple... I know we have, like, blue lavender bushes, which... I tend to put lavender bushes in every single build that I do, like, ever. Just because I love lavender bushes. Funnily enough, I've never lived in a house where we didn't have lavender bushes. Like, I have always lived in houses where we had lavender growing somewhere in the garden. Always. And I don't know, it's just always, it's always just been a very, like, sentimental, I guess, almost plant to me and to my mom, actually. Which is, funnily enough, actually where one of my tattoo designs comes from. From my obsession with lavender. Yeah, it's such a lovely plant, like... I mean, it's beautiful, but it also has, like, so many uses and stuff as well. I'm just gonna do that, I think. I want this bush, but I want it to be a little bit smaller. Just like that. Come here. And yes, this also happens a lot where I will sit and I will talk to the inanimate build mode objects. That happens. That does happen a lot. So we have that. I want my yellow flowers. I'm gonna put a smaller one there, big one there, and maybe there. Yeah, that's fine. Then this one. Yeah, that's a bit big. Wrong one. That way. Yeah, so we could do that. Like, I like that. I do like that. We need another yellow. Another little pop of yellow over there. Just like that. Maybe a smaller one. Okay, so I think my internet just does not want to stream anymore. Yeah, I mean, even YouTube is telling me that it's like, it's struggling. Like, it really is struggling. So, can you guys hear me, like, at all? Like, pop something in the chat if you can hear me. Because I honestly, I think I'm just gonna end it because it has been 4 hours. Okay, so has it stabilized now? No, it hasn't. Can y'all hear me at all? Like, at all? Because yeah, honestly, I think YouTube has just crapped out on me. Because yeah, I mean, YouTube breaking up. Okay, yeah, so I think I'm going to end it. So I don't know how much of this you guys can hear. Yeah, my internet is dropping frames like the bitrate is going all over the place. So I'm gonna end it. So yeah, I'm just gonna end it here. Sorry if this is breaking up a lot. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, no, it's on my side. It's definitely on my side. My internet is just, it's dropping frames like crazy. I'm gonna end it. Thank you guys so much for spending the past like 4 hours with me. It was a lot of fun. I'll finish the starter home off camera, and then I'll upload it as a video at some point. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. Let me know if it's, you know, once this VOD is up, comment on it. And let me know. And I'm trying to post this in the chat as well. off camera and post it as a bold point. Leave me a comment. Okay, has my internet stabilized? Everyone freeze. Has it stabilized? For the love of God, please tell me it's stabilized. No, it hasn't. Great. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, like, leave me a comment on the VOD once it's out, or on the community tab, or wherever, and I might even do something like this again. I'll throw around a couple of times over on the community tab, and then we can talk a little bit more about it. Also, if you're not in the Discord, the link should join us over on Discord, and we can talk about all of this. And yeah, I'll pop over a couple of different times, and we can decide on when the next stream is gonna be, what time, all of that stuff. And yeah, hope to see you guys again in the future. And yeah, hopefully my internet decides to fix itself. Oh my lord. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much, Julia. Hope you're all having a great day. And yeah, maybe I'll have a video out tomorrow. We'll have to see. But yeah, bye guys.